Uploading.
Yes! Yes! It's game time! Chiefs Broncos, a old school AFC rivalry, one for the ages. It's going to be a good one. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I know I've been gone for a while. but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to do a little play-by-play and reaction for Chiefs Broncos. Really jacked up about this. Got to watch the ending. I have to admit I didn't watch the whole thing, but I got to watch the ending of Carolina Giants. Fantastic game. Kind of shame for the Giants who have lost 4 straight. That's very unfortunate. Or correction, 5 straight because it's they're a better team than that. They really are. Carolina's won 2 straight. Kind of things are finally going in the right directions for a franchise that's just been absolutely snake bitten. So that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of where we're at this time. So, all right, bear with me here. Looks like I'm having some technical difficulties. I think I might have had an error setting this up. Bear with me here. There it is. There it is. Go Chiefs. I'll be listening to you, Dan, from Patricia Garrett, my favorite girl. Big Mellow 444. So I started Gesicki over Kincaid. Should I sit James Cook and play Swift so Kincaid can be the flex, or should I just run? I would strongly suggest you run Cook and Swift. You're always better off going 3 down backs. That's just my opinion. Big Mel, I apologize. I haven't been able to get a hold of you during the week. No excuses, just things been hectic. But yeah, do not sit a 3 down back, especially somebody like Cook or Swift, guys that can get a lot of points for you, even though both matchups could potentially be tough. I think Buffalo is I have no confidence in Miami's defense, so you're kind of in good luck there. So I think anybody you start on Buffalo could potentially just have a great game. Could potentially just have a great game. No confidence. Correction. I'm sorry. Colts. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, nobody on the Colts is going to have a good game. And you know, since I'm messing up, let me make sure I'm getting you the correct information. Make sure I'm giving you the correct information here. I'm drawing it. Can't find them here on my sheet. I mean, I know they play. I for the life of me, is it not? Why isn't it showing up? Right. Okay, New England. Yeah, New England. I knew that. So Yeah, you want to go with a 3-down running back over a tight end, and both these guys have home run ability, 3-down ability, so go with those guys. Big Mel, let me know what you do. I apologize I didn't get back to you sooner. I will be back Monday. So, Harry, long time no see. I'm very glad to see you again. I apologize for being gone last week. But I will be here today, and I will be live tomorrow. Very excited about that. All right, listen, the kickoff's about ready to go here for Chiefs Broncos. I just want to kind of bring up some keys to the game here. Perry says A-Rod gets lots of criticism. I can see him not staying with the Jets. Absolutely, Perry. There is no guarantee that A-Rod's going to be with the Jets next year. None whatsoever. I mean, this may sound nuts, but you could be looking at maybe he goes over to the other side, Big Blue. I mean, they're going to make some changes. Let's be honest. You can't. Was it 2-8 now? You can't be that bad in New York. At least not the Giants. They had high expectations, whether they were realistic or not. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Maybe the Giants, a team like Vegas. You never know. Anyway, Denver's going to get the ball first here. Chiefs are going to kick off into the end zone. Denver would get the ball first on their own 30-yard line here. The key to Denver real fast is you have to stay balanced offensively. You have to stay balanced offensively. You can't do what happened last week against Baltimore where they got behind early. You got a rookie quarterback. You got to protect them. You got to be very balanced here. And I'll get back to the other here. Derek, absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos here as they're going right to left on your screen here. Bo Nix is under center. He's going to hand off to McLaughlin right up the middle, and he's going to squirt through the line of scrimmage for a gain of 5 here. It'll be a 2nd and 5 here. And again, you have to have a balanced offense if you're Denver. You got a rookie quarterback, a hostile environment, an undefeated Chiefs team. What you want to do is you want to protect him. You want to keep the offense balanced. You don't want him in a situation where he's got to win this game all on his own. 2nd and 5 here. Bo Nix is in shotgun formation here. He wants to take a nice shot, incomplete here. It's going to bring up 3rd down here. He's trying to go to Sutton. Big receiver out of SMU. I'm a Chiefs fan, but I am a huge Cortland Sutton fan. One of my absolute favorite players. 3rd and 5 here for Denver here, and the last thing they want to do is start the game off with a quick 3 and out. Josh Uche, the newest Chief, as he was acquired from the New England Patriots just last week. He's had an impact here. Chiefs have really liked him. Bo Nix in the pistol here. He's going to go back to pass here. Chris Jones on the pressure here. And it's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down, and Denver will punt. Chiefs read this play absolutely beautifully. What Denver was trying to do is they lined up in a pistol. They're trying to do a little misdirection to try to get Mims, second-year receiver out of Oklahoma. They're trying to get him into some open space here. Really, really good player, but unfortunately, the Chiefs read this perfectly, so quick 3 and out. Denver's going to punt. Cole Hardman's going to be back to return. He's going to take the ball at the 12, 15, gets the outside. He's to the 20. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So when play resumes, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 21-yard line here. Now, the key to Kansas City, I didn't go over too much detail. 1, I want to stay balanced. Number 2, key with Denver is you want to keep things close. You want to give yourself an opportunity in the 4th quarter. And we'll get back to that in a minute. Here's Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs will take over here. 1st and 10 here on their own 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be Kareem Hunt. He's going to power forward for a gain of 3. Be about 2nd and 7 here. And again, what Denver wants to do, key number 1, balanced offense. Key number 2, keep it close. And key number 3, create turnovers. Patrick Mahomes thrown an interception, except for last week. Every single game this season take advantage of some turnovers, get some cheap scores if you can. 2nd and 7 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. It's going to be another handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to power forward for a gain of 2. It's going to be about 3rd and 5 here as the Chiefs try to establish the run early on. I only got to watch the last couple minutes of it, but it ended up being a great game. If you are in Munich and you were able to get to the Giants Panthers, you were in for a treat. It ended up being a great game, went overtime. Patrick Mahomes motioning P. Ryan back into the backfield here. There's going to be a false start on the Chiefs. So instead of 3rd and 5, it's going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. So I want to get back to Denver's 3 keys real fast here. Number 1, you have to be balanced offensively. You got to be balanced offensively. Number 2, you got to keep things close. And number 3, capitalize on mistakes, specifically turnovers. 3rd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. McCole Hardman's going to motion up to the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to scramble around. He's going to take off to the 25 to the 30. He's going to get a 1st down. For those of you who don't know, on Monday Night Football, Patrick Mahomes injured his ankle. Looks a little gimpy out there, but still has enough mobility to get a 1st down. But trust me when I say this is not peak Patrick Mahomes. But he did have enough mobility to get a 1st down. Yeah, Denver next year has a really good opportunity to add to this team. There's a lot of good things going on with the Denver Broncos here. Play action pass here. Mahomes going to take a shot downfield, and there's some miscommunication with him and 1st-round draft pick Xavier Worthy. It looks like Xavier Worthy was expected to stay in the middle of the field. Cut back to the sidelines here. And the worst part is that Xavier Worthy had a little bit of room. They're showing Travis Kelce, but I don't think that's an issue with Kelce. I think it's Xavier Worthy. Could be mistaken, though. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Kareem Hunt enters the game again. He'll be to Patrick Mahomes' left. 2 wide receivers to the bottom. DeAndre Hopkins to the top. Patrick Mahomes going to scramble around. He's going to dump it off to Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift's boyfriend on the completion on the receiving end of that. It's going to be 3rd and 4 here. First time we've seen Travis Kelce get a reception here. And this is something I think Kansas City Chiefs really want to do is get Kelce involved early. The reason being is you get Kelce involved early, cause some problems in the middle of the field, then Patrick Mahomes can take some strikes downfield. 3rd and 4 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs complete 53.2% of their 3rd downs. It leads the NFL. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to fire. It's going to be Travis Kelce for another Kansas City 1st down. 1st down from the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 49-yard line as they're moving right down the field on their opening drive. Zaire. It's good seeing you again. I apologize. I've been gone. I will be back Monday. Projected to have 144 accidentally started or shot. That's okay. You may be okay anyway. We'll find out. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to throw it, and Xavier Worthy drops it on the Denver sideline there. It would have been a short completion, but instead it's just going to be 2nd and 10. I got red zone. That's normally what I would do if I wasn't doing play-by-play here is I would have the red zone for the afternoon games. Since I have the Sunday ticket, I'm going to go through a little more detail and watch some games individually. Jonathan Brown! Hand off to Kareem Hunt. He's going to power forward for a gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd and long here. Yep. That's all you need. Perry unhinged Swift fans are yeah, we don't have no Taylor Swift sighting as of yet. No Taylor Swift sighting to everyone's chagrin. 3rd and 9 here for the Chiefs at midfield. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. He's got some time. He wants to go downfield. Pressure's coming in. Denver gets the sack. Allen for Denver here. And by the way, he's just had a fantastic season. The Denver Broncos defense is one of the absolute best in football. There was a lot of talk about Zach Allen being traded, but I didn't see it personally. Chiefs are going to punt, and it's going to go into the end zone. So with 8:34 left in the first quarter, it is tied up at 0. Denver will get the ball. Downs on point to get 20. Let's see. I really like with Flacco as the quarterback what Downs is able to do. I mean, tough matchup against Buffalo, but we'll find out. Fuck! People still watch this second-rate. So Funk, I could tell you this. I am very, 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 very excited for Sunday Night Football. Detroit at Houston's going to be a good game. Yeah. As long as Flacco's starting, Downs is a very viable wide receiver number 2 in fantasy football. Very viable wide receiver number 2. Yeah, I think he could have a big game. The only way I could not see him having a big game is if Buffalo gets up really big. They decide to, get some guys out. So we'll find out. I agree completely. You have a good chance. Flacco loves the slot. He loves the slot. So here's an opportunity to do some in-game sports betting like myself. I do have action. I took Pittsburgh +3. I do think they'll win outright against Washington, but that's the bet that I made. This is a good opportunity. However, with the Kansas City Chiefs, if Denver ends up getting a score, Kansas City, except for once this year against the Saints, have been down in every single game. You do some in-game betting, a great opportunity for you to make a few bucks here. If Denver ends up putting up some points and the line goes down, I would strongly suggest putting some action now in Kansas City. It's what I'm going to do. Right now, you can take Kansas City at -6.5. So, I may go back and watch that game. I have Sunday tickets. I can go back. I can watch all of them. It depends on how much time I have. The afternoon games, I'm really, really, really excited about. I actually really want to watch Jets in Arizona. Tennessee Chargers, as a Chiefs fan, I kind of want to check that out. Will Levis is coming back. Kind of want to see what he's going to do, how he looks. Could be possibly a trade bait for the Titans. Let's see what they do. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos. Offset I. Bo Nix is under center here. It's going to be a pitch out here. They actually got Marvin correction. Yeah, no, I was right. They have Marvin Mims. He was the recipient on that screenplay on 3rd down that went for a 4-yard loss. The previous drive, they put him in the backfield, gain of 3. I like the fact that use a guy, exciting playmaker, find different ways to get him the ball. You'll see this with Flacco. They'll throw picks. He'll keep firing. They're not scared. 2nd and 7 for Denver. Bo Nix under center. It's going to be a first down here as he hits his backup tight end. There's a fumble, and the referees are going to rule it down as the Chiefs do recover. Noel, the backup tight end, almost made a critical error here for the Denver Broncos here. And oh yeah, he's more than down. So 1st and 10 for Denver here. Bo Nix taking the shotgun snap. Chiefs bring a blitz here, and Bo Nix is going to take a massive sack here. And the Chiefs went ahead and brought a corner blitz. Here's the thing with Bo Nix. Next year, maybe even later this year, he's going to be able to read this. He's going to get rid of the ball. It's going to be a loss of 17. And Trent McDuffie, what they did is they brought a 2-corner blitz, and Bo Nix didn't understand how to read this. Chiefs, one of the things that they do is they disguise their blitzes up really, really, really well. Bo Nix will learn to read this. If you're a Broncos fan and you're upset, he's a rookie. This is a something he'll figure out. 2nd and 27 here for Bo Nix here. Chiefs are bringing pressure. Bo Nix is going to air it deep downfield, but it's going to go incomplete here. It's going to be 3rd and 27 for the Denver Broncos. And this is why you want to have a balanced offense if you're the this is why you want to have a balanced offense if you're the Denver Broncos. You don't want to put Bo Nix in a situation where he has to win the game all by himself. You also want to keep the game close. You want to keep the game close. You want to get the running game involved. And you also need to capitalize on mistakes. We'll see what Denver can do here on 3rd and 27. Score still tied up at 0. Bo Nix shotgun formation here. I expect a draw or screen right here. And it's a screen to Javonte Williams. He's going to cut back here. He's going to try to make something happen, but just a gain of 6, which is slightly less than 27. So Denver line up for the punt. The Saints should be rebuilding. They should have really had a fire sale at the deadline. I think the Saints should take a chance on young offensive coordinator as their head coach. That's a possibility. It's going to be interesting to see what the Saints do. McCole Hardman's going to take the punt at the 21. He's going to go around the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He's out to the 35, breaks the tackle, goes out of bounds at the 40. So a nice 19-yard punt return for McCole Hardman. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs when play resumes. 5:55 in the first. It's tied up at 0. We're going to go on a commercial break. However, I'm not going to commercial break. I'm going to answer any and all questions. I'm so happy to hear from you guys. Oh, man. And I'm going to go back doing a little sports betting here. I got an affiliation with BetUS. Kansas City's now back at -7.5, not a number I'd recommend. Money line's at -434. Another one I wouldn't recommend. With the Bills with the ball and a 7-point lead, Bills are now jumped up to an 11.5-point favorite. I would avoid that like the plague. Saints and Falcons are at 0. Vikings take a 3-0 lead over Jacksonville. San Francisco and Tampa Bay are at 0. And Pittsburgh's jumped out to a nice 7-0 lead. So, Perry, Bo Nix is playing absolutely phenomenal. If I was a Denver Broncos fan, I would be very excited about the future. You have your quarterback, and that's the number one thing that you need. He is the guy. And the difference between him and Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels is Bo Nix is running a NFL-style offense where both Chicago and Washington are running more of a college type offense. So I really like what Denver's doing. I like, by the way, I keep watching Bo Nix. He gets better and better and better. He's got all the physical tools, a lot of athleticism, big arm, and he's a smart kid. He's a smart kid, so the future extremely, extremely bright for the Denver Broncos. You also have, along with your quarterback, you have a good defense. I just think they need to add maybe another playmaker at wide receiver. possibly tighten up the defensive line. We'll have to see what Denver does. They have a good opportunity this offseason if they can improve their team. And I think you should just build through the draft and do some really good things. George Pickens touchdown. That's phenomenal. I put action. I took the 3 points, even though I expect Pittsburgh to win outright. Zaire, give me the updates, man. This is my favorite part about doing live streams and doing Dan Talks Football is hearing people win their fantasy football. If anything I can do to help you win your fantasy football contest, to help you win some money, I'm going to do it. 3-0 Patriots early on. My friend Keaton from Keaton Talk Sports, big Patriots fan, predicted a Patriots upset. Kareem Hunt's going to go, and he's going to be swallowed up at the line of scrimmage after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 here for the Kansas City Chiefs, and this is very important. What Denver wants to do here is believe it or not, what they really want to do is eliminate the run and force a mistake by Mahomes. They don't want the Chiefs to run all over them, which sounds a little anti of how you want to play the Chiefs, but this is how you want to play the Chiefs this year. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here, a little short throw to DeAndre Hopkins, tackled immediately by all-pro corner Patrick Surtain. I'm old enough to remember his dad, who played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Surtain, one of the best in football. They're actually going to give DeAndre Hopkins 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 6, like I thought earlier. 3rd and 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation here. He's got P. Ryan to his right here. Justin Watson's at the top of the screen. It's Xavier Worthy to the bottom. Patrick Mahomes is going to dump it off to P. Ryan. P. Ryan's going to make one Bronco miss, but he can't get the other one. It's going to be 4th down, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to punt. I was going to say I expect a punt, but yeah, Chiefs are going to punt. Nice job by the Denver Broncos defense, holding the Chiefs to a 3-and-out after he got excellent field position. Excellent play by Patrick Surtain, too. A really, really great job by Patrick Surtain, too, making a tackle there on the open field. He doesn't make that tackle. It's a 1st down. You never know. Mims back to receive the Ariza punt here. Ariza booming punt. Lots of hang time. It's going to bounce harmlessly into the end zone. It's going to be a 1st and 10 on the Denver Broncos 20-yard line as play resumes. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We are tied up at 0. 10-0 Bills, kind of what I expected. Now, this is a good opportunity for you because what's the Colts going to do? You'll see them abandoning the run, even though Jonathan Taylor can score at any time. I expect Flacco, he'll just go back there, keep firing. He hasn't carried through 2 interceptions in the first quarter. He really won't care. You could still see them throwing the ball 40, 50 times games, lots of opportunities for downs, which is a great thing for you. Perry says the Bengals are snake bitten to 2 heartbreaking losses. Yeah. Joe Flacco in particular has to just be devastated. What was it, like 9 touchdowns, over 800 yards in 2 games against the Ravens, both losses. If I'm the Bengals, I am just absolutely crushed. I mean, this is just terrible. Bengals fans had high hopes. I actually thought that there was a good chance the Bengals could compete for that division. Really, it looks like they're just going to have to go into the offseason, try to figure out what they want to do. And that's just the unfortunate truth. Their schedule's brutal, and they need some more pieces. I think they need some help on the offensive line. They got some young players on defense that are going to have to step up, but the one thing about the Cincinnati Bengals is they got a really good foundation. Jamar Chase may be the best receiver in football. You tell me, but we'll find out if he gets paid this offseason or not. I fully expect him to. You have Joe Burrow, who's an excellent quarterback. And by the way, oh God, I'm drawing a blank. I know first name is Lou. The Bengals defensive coordinator is one of the best in all of football. Drawing a complete blank on his name right now. My boy Keys would kill me right now because we're both Lou something fans of the Bengals defensive coordinator. 1st and 10 here for the Denver Broncos here. Shotgun formation for Denver. Mims is back in the backfield again here. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to go around for a gain of 15. Nice job by Denver. Look, you have an exciting playmaker in Mims. Line him up in the backfield. Why not? Get a little exciting. Second-year player, a second-round draft pick out of Oklahoma, player I really liked quite a bit. Really great play design as you go ahead and you get the exciting young playmaker into the open field. Great block on the outside by Denver's guard pulling around. You love seeing an offensive lineman on a defensive back as an offensive play caller. Here it's going to be Javonte Williams. He's going to go right up the middle. Correction, that is not Javonte Williams. That's actually Esteem, the rookie out of Notre Dame, a player I absolutely loved. He had a nice game there. He gets a gain of 8 yards. So Ricky Purcell touchdowns. Niners up 7-0 early. Gabe Davis to the 1-yard line. Due to Jags fire Peterson, could happen Monday. Perry, could happen Monday. 2nd and 2 here for the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix under center here. He's going to motion. The tight end to the bottom here. It's going to be Javonte Williams. Correction, that's Eastamine. He's going to power through the line of scrimmage for a nice 6-yard gain and a Denver Broncos first down. It's 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line here as they are almost in field goal range here. This is just nice running here by the rookie out of Notre Dame, player I absolutely loved. Didn't have a great 40 time. I remember he ran a 4.72 at the combine. Really hurt his draft stock, but I watched him play at Notre Dame's now 4.7 runner. Denver has some really good pieces there. Bo Nix shotgun formation here. He's going to scramble out here. Chiefs bring a blitz here. They're going to dump it out here. In wide open spaces here as Denver gets a nice first down here. Vele, nice gain for the Denver Broncos here. Devon Vele here, 7th round pick out of Utah. Big body guy. Nice job here by Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos here. Really glad. Sorry, I'm really glad about that play, but I'm glad to see Austin here. Thanks, Austin, man. I'm glad to see you too, brother. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos in enemy territory. It's going to be a fumble by Bo Nix. Bo Nix is going to spike this straight into the ground here. It's going to be an incomplete pass here. And good job by Bo Nix. This was a busted play. Instead of taking the loss like he did earlier, just spiked the ball down right at the feet of Marvin Mims. So there's no question that this is a fumble here. Great job by Bo Nix here. Actually, this could have potentially been a fumble here. I'm actually going to take a look at this. But he threw the ball forward. No question, it's a fumble. 2nd and 10 for the Denver Broncos. Really nice job by Bo Nix in avoiding the 5-yard loss here. So 2nd and 10 is a lot more manageable than 2nd and 15. Bo Nix shotgun formation here. We are tied up at 0 with 1:21 left in the first here. It's going to be a fake handoff here. They're going to get the ball out to, it's not Mims, but his former college teammate, Troy Franklin. Chamari Connor has him quickly wrapped up. There is a flag on the play here, first flag of the day here. 1:15 left in the first quarter, tied up at 0. We do have a flag, and it's going to be an ineligible man downfield. This play is going to go back. By the way, Perry, there's a good chance it could come with a loss here. Right now, they're up 7-3, but there's something I have to figure out. Never mind on the ETN. By the way, I did see that Tank Bigsby is hurt. So, Perry, there's a good chance if they lose this game badly that they make a move. We'll have to wait and see. We're have to wait and see. He's on the hot seat. Let's be very clear. He's on hot seat right now. So 2nd and 15 for the Denver Broncos here. Looks like Bo Nix is attempting to change the play. Empty formation here for Bo Nix here. Bo Nix back to pass here. Chiefs bringing some pressure here. He's going to fire, and he's got a first down. It looks like it's a blown coverage. Adam Troutman, former FAU tight end, for a gain of 30 here. As it appears to be a blown coverage as the Denver Broncos are in the red zone. And this is a nice job here. Troutman fakes like he's going to block, comes down to the bottom of the formation here. Nobody came with him here. Troutman just had some running room. Great job by the athletic tight end, former New Orleans Saints tight end, brought to Denver by Sean Payton. Excellent job there. 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Denver Broncos here. Denver's going to run the ball right up the middle. It's going to be a gain of 1 as Javonte Williams, one of my biggest man crushes in the National Football League, gets a gain of 1. And folks, at the end of 1, we got a good one, despite of what everybody wanted to see. Everybody wants to see a Chiefs blowout. We're not getting that. We got a good game here. Tied up at 0. Denver is on the 10. They're going to take a commercial break. I'm staying here to keep everybody informed of what's going on. Perry, Cincinnati has been cheap, but they gave Burrow big time money. I think you have to figure it out. I think it'll happen. It's just a question of time. Mac Jones touchdown. Let's go Patriots as they play the Chicago Bears. I actually will probably go back and watch a little bit of this game. I want to see how both quarterbacks do. In Austin, I'm so glad to be back. Yeah, this could be a fun game. Bills are up 10-0 on the Colts. I thought the Bills would take a step back this season. They're playing well. I don't see them as a Super Bowl team, but they should challenge me in the AFC. Perry, I agree completely. I really thought that they would take a step back. I predicted they wouldn't even make the playoffs. They're one of the best teams in the AFC. They're going to win that division pretty easily. And once you get in the playoffs, you never know. Let's go Jaguars, as the Jaguars are actually playing pretty well against Minnesota early. This is going to be a fun game. They're actually got the lead. They're up 7-3. Let's give you some updates real fast here. Pittsburgh and Washington tied up at 7. Nobody wants to see that. I got 3 points, but I'd like to see the win. San Francisco still up 7-0 on the Bucks. Jacksonville 7, Minnesota 3. Big upset brewing. Atlanta and New Orleans tied up at 0. One of my all-time favorite rivalries. Saints-Falcons, one of the best rivalries, one of the most underrated rivalries in all sports. New England is up early, 3-0 on the Bears here. Of course, our matchup that we're going over today is Chiefs and Broncos, still at 0, so we're on commercial break at the end of 1. Buffalo's up 10-3 on the Colts. So you're all tied up here. We resume play here. It's going to be 2nd and 9 on the Kansas City 11 here. Bo Nix, empty formation. He's going to go ahead and do a little slip screen to Mims here. He's going to be tackled by Dranquil after a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here. Now, keep in mind, it's not goal to go. They can get a first down without getting into the end zone. So it's 3rd and 5, but the first down marker is the 1-yard line. I expect if Denver gets anything positive on this play for them actually to go for it. They've been rather aggressive this season, so we'll see what happens here. Key 3rd down here. Bo Nix in shotgun formation here. He's got trips at the bottom of the formation here. He's going to motion McLaughlin to the top, and it's going to be Vele for the touchdown here. Denver's going to take a 6-0 lead here. Nice play design by the Denver Broncos. Devon Bailey, the 7th-round draft pick, the 6'5" receiver out of Utah, gets a touchdown here, and Denver will take a 6-0 lead with 14:20 left in the first quarter. Now, there is a silver lining to this. There is a silver lining to this touchdown. If you're familiar, this is not unfamiliar territory for the Kansas City Chiefs. You can go ahead and use this as an excellent betting opportunity. Right now, Kansas City is a 2.5-point favorite, and the money line's at 161. The over-under is also at 39.5. I'm still not going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and bet 25. It's jumped to negative 163, so my $25 bet will only win me $15.34, but the bet has been placed. At least I think it's been placed. Oh, hold on, I hit accept. And so I locked down $25. Keep in mind the $25 bet because I'm betting the money line. I'm not taking the 2.5. Will only win $15.34, but it'll be $15.34 I didn't have because if the Chiefs win, I keep mine over-unders at 39.5. I'm still not touching that for right now, but an excellent betting opportunity if you want to do some in-game betting. Kansas City still a 2.5-point favorite. Money line's at 163, and that's what I took, as I took the 163. Paying attention to some other games here. Pittsburgh right now is at plus 3.5, plus 135 money line. That's something I'm going to be kind of paying attention to. I do like Pittsburgh to win the game, even though it's tied up at zeros. Austin Eckler gets a touchdown. Austin Eckler, player I absolutely loved when he was with the Chargers. It's unfortunate that they did not use him correctly. I'm glad that he's getting some touches in Washington. I'm not sure that they're really utilizing him to the best of his potential, but ideally things work out for him. Absolutely love this dude. I think the Cowboys will regret signing Dak too early. They should have waited until the offseason. Dak's out for the year. I thought they should have signed him sooner. I thought they should have gotten this taken care of sooner. If they would have, they wouldn't have had to give him as much money. I mean, keep in mind, I don't think they really want to draft a quarterback unless somehow they can get Shadir Sanders. But this is what Dallas wanted to do. And I think they should have gotten CeeDee Lamb and Dak signed before, way sooner. Now you have to figure out what you want to do with Micah Parsons. TJ Edwards is excellent. Yeah. Funk says, damn, TJ Edwards is a really good linebacker, made just throwing the ball. Yeah, he's an excellent player. 14:20 left into the game, and Denver's going to kick the ball into the end zone here. P. Ryan's going to go ahead and take a knee, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 30-yard line here. And they're going to replay. If you're watching the game like I am, they're going to show the replay here. This was just an excellent play design by Sean Payton here. What they did is they used motion to clear out the middle of the field, and they just ran essentially a slant route to the rookie wide receiver. Nice job by Sean Payton here. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes is going to play action pass here. He's going to move up here, sidearm it to Travis Kelce. He's going to get a gain of 8 here. We have yet to see a Taylor Swift sighting. I know you guys are all worried about that. Let's see what happens here. And we have an injury. It looks like it's Wanda Morris, second-year left tackle out of Oklahoma. He is down. Now, this is interesting if you're not familiar. He lost the battle in training camp to rookie Kingsley Suamataia, and I'm butchering that name. I apologize. Panay Sewell's cousin, second-year player rookie second-round draft pick out of BYU. He won the starting spot. He got benched for Wanda Morris, but Wanda Morris is down. So they're going to stop the play here. 14:06 in the second quarter here. 2nd and 2 when play resumes. They're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to answer all the comments. And then I'm also going to go ahead and give you updates on everything. And if you want to do any betting with BetUS, our proud affiliate, I'm going to give you some numbers here in just a second. Perry says, I think May will be a solid quarterback for the Pats. They need to develop him right. They need to fix the offensive line. And I could say the same thing about the Chicago Bears. I really think the Patriots will invest heavily in the offensive line. Whether it's through the draft or free agency, we'll have to figure it out. But, yeah. Jaguars pick. Jaguars got the ball. Yes, Trevor Lawrence is hurt. Mac Jones is getting the start. I'm actually, if this game ends up being a close game, what I'm going to do is go back and watch it. I want to see what Mac Jones looks like. Is there any trade value? Listen, if Peterson goes, is there a chance that there is a quarterback controversy? Mac Jones is from Jacksonville, and Trevor Lawrence could potentially have some trade value. The way I understand the contract, Jacksonville would have to eat an arm and a leg, but we'll figure it out. Barry says, I'm not high on Sanders. I'm not questioning his talent. I'm questioning his entitlement attitude. Is that involved too much? So, you're not alone in this, Perry. There's going to be a lot of NFL teams that are going to wonder about that. There's a lot of NFL teams that absolutely love players that their dads played in the NFL. Matter of fact, there's a guy in Detroit by the name of Aiden Hutchinson who wasn't playing too bad before the injury. That Lions fans absolutely love. You get a former you get a guy whose dad is a former NFL player. A lot of times they just understand the game a little better. Patrick Mahomes is another one. Now, his dad was a Major League Baseball player, but being in professional locker rooms, being around professional athletes, a lot of that can at times have a positive effect. Patrick Surtain, too, is another one. But, I'll go into this a little later here. Wanda Morris is on the bench here. Kingsley Sayamatea is going to take over at left tackle. We'll monitor how he plays because he was benched. 2nd and 2 here for the Chiefs. It's going to be Kareem Hunt around the right side. He's going to get a first down and a little more as he gets a gain of about 10 as he pushes forward to a midfield here for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 49-yard line here. And another nice play design here for the Kansas City Chiefs is it's got Kareem Hunt to the outside. Not really a threat. Not really a threat to break a big one, but this is a guy who's got nice short area quickness. And he's also got some size. A lot of people forget he's like a 220, 230-pound running back. Nice job moving the chains here. 5 carries, 18 yards earlier, and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to take a timeout, first time out of the game for either team here. 13-16 left in the second quarter. Denver is up 7-0. Mac Jones is fat. All right. Perry, so I want to talk about this because this is something that NFL scouts and evaluators, front office people are going to talk about. And I'm going to touch base on this here. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 48-yard line here. Patrick Mahomes play action pass. He wants to take a shot downfield. Instead, he'll fire a nice 10-yard completion to DeAndre Hopkins here. First down for Kansas City in enemy territory. And this is something that in social media and Chiefs media have been saying is that the relationship between Hopkins and Mahomes is really good. These guys really understand each other really well and seem to be on the same page. Throw was a little behind Hopkins, but still. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs here. It's going to be a nice completion here. It's going to be Justin Watson, a nice 6-yard completion for Patrick Mahomes. A little just catch and throw here. 2nd and 5 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. This was just a nice throw and catch here. Shotgun formation. Patrick Mahomes just fired a laser beam there. And what they're doing here is just, look, you have a rookie left tackle who got benched. You want to protect him by a quick passing game. I formation here. It's going to be a play action pass here. And Sue Matea just got. All right, I'm a little flustered here because Sue Matea just whiffed here. Nick Bonita, another Oklahoma Sooner on this Denver Broncos roster, just went right around Sue Matea. As what they're hoping is that the play action pass would cause some problems here. Luckily, Patrick Mahomes got spun around and was able to get rid of the ball instead of taking a sack here. But Nick Bonito, just really nice move, just a nice hand swipe, and just went right around the rookie left tackle here. And Chiefs got to be careful about that. 3rd and 5 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. You don't want to take a loss here because you are in field goal range. It's going to be a completion here. It's going to be Noah Gray for a 1st down. Gets a few extra yards here. Nice move as he gets out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Gain of 13 on 1st down for the Kansas City Chiefs. So on 3rd and 5, they find Noah Gray, the other tight end in this offense, the one not dating the megastar Taylor Swift. And this job here, Kingsley Suamatea, Zach Allen tried a bull move. And one thing about Suamatea, this is a massive dude. And so had some issues with speed rush, handled the power rush just fine. 1st and 10 here, Kareem Hunt's going to go around the right side for a gain of 3 as the Chiefs officially enter the red zone. It's going to be 2nd and 7 at the Denver Broncos 19-yard line. So if Mac Jones plays well and the Jacks win a few games, the only way there'll be a quarterback issue. I think Jones. I kind of wonder about that. I want to touch base on this because Perry, you're just spitting fire. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm going to highlight a lot of these comments because you are on fire, my friend. 2nd and 7 for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. There's a flag on the play, usually indicates holding. Patrick Mahomes going to be tackled for a 2-yard gain here, but this flag probably is going to be holding here on the Kansas City Chiefs. Actually, they're showing a false start. I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but it's false start. They'll be moved back 5, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 here instead of 3rd and 5 on the next play here. Correction, it's a legal formation, not a false start. I believe Jawan Taylor, the newly acquired. Okay, yeah, he was not lined up on the line of scrimmage here. And good job by Denver putting Nick Bonito back on that rookie tackle. Looks like he's having his way. They're doing the same thing again here. I'm going to be paying close attention to this. Is Nick Bonito, the one of the many pass rushers Denver has here. And this is just a quick throw and catch to Travis Kelce, as Chiefs are going to be 3rd and 7 here. It's basically just a 5-yard completion here. I think he would have been great. Put him and Hutchinson together. Oh yeah. We haven't heard from Xavier Worthy, but we did hear from Noah Gray. 3rd and 7 here for the Chiefs at the Denver 19-yard line here. Samurai P. Ryan's entered the game. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation here. Patrick Mahomes wanted DeAndre Hopkins. He's covered. Patrick Mahomes. So Patrick Mahomes ran for a gain of 2. He wants a face mask call. He's not going to get it. It looks like he was hitting in the face mask. Healthy Patrick Mahomes gets a 1st down here. He cannot move. And so what happened is he got Zach Allen to go up. Zach Allen reached out with his left hand, got the top of the helmet. It wasn't a face mask call, but Patrick Mahomes wanted to call. Chiefs are going to go for a field goal here. Harrison Butker, 15 out of 17. This will be a 36-yard field goal. This should have no issues going up And we have a 7-3 game here in Arrowhead. 9:02 is left in the second quarter. Chiefs get on the scoreboard, but are still down. Denver 7, Kansas City 3 as we take a commercial break. They are going to take a commercial break. I'm still going to be here. I'm going to go over all the scores here with you here. But yeah, I mean, this issue, Wanda Morris hopefully will be able to get back soon. Washington and Pittsburgh still tied at 7. Pittsburgh's a 2.5-point dog. Money line is plus 108. I do like Pittsburgh to win this game. San Francisco's up on Tampa Bay, 10-0. Over-unders at 43.5. May be an interesting opportunity to take the over, but Tampa Bay's offense is 0 after one quarter. Jacksonville's still up 7-3. Minnesota's still a 4.5-point favorite. Right now, I wouldn't touch that game, but I'm going to be interested to see what goes on. Saints 3, Falcons nothing. The Saints are taking an early lead. Saints are now a 3.5-point favorite in this game. I'd love to know what happened there. New England's up 3-0 over Chicago. Of course, the game we're watching, Denver 7, Kansas City 3. Kansas City still a 3.5-point favorite. And this looks like it could be a potential fun one in Indianapolis, as Buffalo and Indy are now tied up at 10. Buffalo's a 3.5-point favorites, and so it's a good opportunity here if you think maybe Buffalo is just kind of sleeping here. Bills 10, the Colts 9. Okay, BetUS reports 10-10, so that's kind of what I got right now. So we will be paying attention to that. We'll be paying attention to that. So, Funk, I want to touch base on some of these fantastic things that you said. So the issue I've been hearing on various social media accounts, ones I respect, Mac Jones had an issue with Matt Patricia. Not that big of a deal, Matt Patricia. Now, Matt Patricia started his career as a quarterback coach. Well, actually started, I can go into a little more detail about that, but he's a former quarterback coach that switched to the defensive side of the ball. Of course, didn't have some success with the Detroit Lions, but when he went back to New England, took over as the offensive coordinator, him and Mac Jones did not get along, and nobody really thought too much of it. When Bill O'Brien came to New England, and Mac Jones and Bill O'Brien did not get along, and Bill O'Brien was frustrated with Mac Jones' lack of preparation, and there was a lot of reports about Mac Jones's attitude, not just with the coaching staff, but with some of his teammates. Again, New England wasn't public with this. This is more things that I've heard on various social media accounts I respect. And I'll touch base with this a little more here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos here. Bo Nix is under center. Denver's going to hand the ball off to Javonte Williams. He's got a big hole. Correction, that's Estimin, the rookie out of Notre Dame. Estimin's 23. Javonte Williams is 33. But they're giving Estimin some carries today. He got a nice gain of 10 and a Denver Broncos first down. Nice job by Denver here. Great play call and play design by the Denver Broncos early on here. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos at the 40. Little slip screen here as they get their this is a little Humphrey. Nice run by Humphrey as he gets a gain of 15 and another Denver Broncos first down here. This is a really great play design here as you get Humphrey in the open field here, ran over his own guy. I said 15. It's actually a gain of 20. They're on to Kansas City 40 here. 1st and 10 on enemy territory. Bo Nix shotgun. It's going to be a play action pass here. Nice job by Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos offense. Nice 6-yard gain to Sutton. This was a beautiful play design here, which it is a nice play action pass. Get the Chiefs kind of back up, and then you go back with a nice, it was basically a kind of a curl out type thing where Sutton's the only one who's going to catch this. Really good play design. Beautiful throw by Bo Nix. 2nd and 4 here for the Denver Broncos as they are now. It's a long field goal, but they're in field goal range. Be 2nd and 4 on the Kansas City 34-yard line, offset I. It's going to be, this time it's going to be Williams, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and then powers forward for a gain of 3 here. The former North Carolina Tar Heel will get about 3 yards. And I have to quit doing this. It's Estamine, and he's running powerful runner out of Notre Dame. He got a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1. I have to handle that a little better. Here. 3rd and 1 here for the Denver Broncos here. Very key 3rd down. If Denver can keep this drive going, they would love to put a touchdown on the board, but it would be a long field goal if they wanted to go that route. 3rd and 1 here. Bo Nix under center. It's going to be a play action pass. He's going to take a shot downfield. He's got a guy open, and Cortland Sutton gets the touchdown. Cortland Sutton on a go route. Great play call, great play design. Sutton beat all-pro corner Trent McDuffie. Denver 13, Kansas City 3. All right. Now, are you wondering if I'm going to panic? No, I'm actually going to double down. I'm going to bet a little more here, but I'm going to put multiple bets down now. Pittsburgh, by the way, is up to a 14-7 lead. So I have that game already down. Denver's going to go ahead and kick the extra point here. 6:39 in the second. Denver has a 14-3 lead over Kansas City. So Pittsburgh's now a 3.5-point favorite, even though they're up by 7. San Francisco's still up by 10 here, but we're going to do some betting here on the Chiefs. Right now, the Chiefs are a 2.5-point dog. I'm going to go ahead and double dip here, and I'm going to bet 25 on the Chiefs to cover. Okay, so it's now 1.5. So I have to redo the bet. You know what? There's no point in taking the 1.5. I'm going to go the money lines -105. All right, let's do it. -105. Now drop the 10. All right. Flopping around, but let's see if I can get that bet. Okay, you have to hit the accept button. So 25 for Kansas City to win is 23. So I have 2 separate $25 bets available here. So I'll win roughly $36 if Kansas City can pull off the win here. I'll go over both these bets here really fast. So I got Kansas City. So basically, I'll win about just a hair under $39 if Kansas City can come back, and I still feel really good about that. So let's go back here, and I'm going to go give you guys some quick updates as we're going on a commercial break here. Pittsburgh 14, Washington 7. San Francisco 10, Tampa Bay still nothing. Jacksonville still up 7-3 on Minnesota. Saints have jumped out to a 10-0 lead on the Falcons. Chicago and New England tied up at 3. And Buffalo and Indianapolis are also tied up at 3. So let's read some of these fantastic comments here. So where was I? Jenkins is down. Dude just can't stay healthy. That's a shame. Yeah. Yeah, Patricia coached all over the team. So here's the deal with Matt Patricia. His knowledge is unparalleled. You can't question the knowledge. it was the way he got along with players and his personality. You have to correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the things that he did when he was with Detroit is that he just wanted things to be run like the Patriot way, and he just thought everybody would fall in line. Well, the Patriot way is more respected when you have Super Bowl rings, but when you come in and you haven't done anything yet, and you want that instant respect, I think it has to be garnered. I think you really came across the wrong way to a lot of players. So, of course, you have to tell me if I'm incorrect or not. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 30 here. They're down by 11 early. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to take a shot. It's going to be Kelsey at midfield here. He's going to tumble forward for a gain for an additional couple of yards here. Kansas City's already invaded Denver territory. A very nice 23-yard completion. We have yet to see Taylor Swift, though, which is disappointing to all you Swift fans. But still, Travis Kelsey for a nice gain of 23 is always good. Always good. Travis Kelsey's going to get a breather. 5 receptions, 51 yards in the first half, but he wants a win more than anything. It's going to be trips at the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes, shotgun snap here. He's going to dump it off here to Noah Gray here. Noah Gray's going to get a gain of 5 here. It's Kingsley Su'Mataeus still at left tackle, and it looks like the Chiefs are trying to protect him by having Patrick Mahomes go to his right side. That was a nice play design by Andy Reid. Just go ahead and get your athletic other tight end into the open field, have him make some plays. So really like that play design by Kansas City. Only a gain of 5, but you put yourself in second, very manageable, where you can do a lot of different things. Keep in mind here, Kansas City gets the ball first in the second half. DeAndre Hopkins for a nice gain here. It's going to be a first down for the Kansas City Chiefs, a gain of 10 here. DeAndre Hopkins on all-pro corner Surtain here, and Hopkins wins that one. Really nice job by Patrick Mahomes, and great route by DeAndre Hopkins. Faked like he was going deep, and then just came back, turned right around, and Hopkins letting Patrick Surtain know that he made that one. little jawing here with Hopkins and Surtain. Hopkins going to get a breather. Now you have Xavier, that's McCole Hardman, little fake to jet sweep during handoff to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt powers forward for a nice gain of 3. He was stopped originally at the line of scrimmage, kept powering forward. Gain of 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Kansas City Chiefs, as this time they want to get more than just a field goal, but they are in field goal range. Keep in mind the Kansas City Chiefs will get the ball first in the second half. So the most important thing is that you come away with something. 2nd and 7 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Broncos are going to bring a blitz here. Patrick Mahomes is going to go down. And it's not that Patrick Mahomes is not able to read the blitz. Denver did a great job blitzing, but keeping all of his options open. I think a healthy Patrick Mahomes may have tried to run around a little more. Basically, what he did here is he just went down. Su'Mataeus clearly struggling, but he did a good job on the right, on the left side. It was actually a right tackle, the former Jacksonville Jaguar, that got beat by Cooper on that play. Great job by Jonathan Cooper, 3rd-round pick out of Ohio State. 3rd and 9 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Trips to the top of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes takes a deep drop, and he's going to go down. Nick Bonito on the sack, and this will take the Chiefs out of field goal range here. There is a flag on the play here. We're going to see what this flag is. 3:31 left in the second quarter, but there is a flag here. We're going to see what happens here on this flag. Can the Chiefs be saved here with a penalty? Because this sack took the Chiefs out of field goal range. Oh, no! Illegal hands to the face. It's a flag. It's a correction. It's a legal contact here. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. What a massive penalty. You went ahead and gave life here, because this would have been a punt. The Chiefs would have punted. They wouldn't have gone for the 60-something yard field goal. And by the way, this has been a big problem here. You got to fix the left side here. We'll find out at halftime if Morris comes back here. Nice play design by the Kansas City Chiefs here is on first down as they get Cole Hardman in space, but it's just a gain of 4. Denver quickly converges. Patrick Holmes just did a nice spin around and quickly got the ball out. What you're seeing with the Kansas City Chiefs now with the injury to Morris is that they're going a lot of quick throws here. Suamatea clearly struggling with the speed rush of Nick Bonito. I hear a powerful man out of BYU, but struggling with some speed rush. 2nd and 6 here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation here. He's going to dip it off to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt makes a move here. Breaks tackle. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. Goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line here. So it'll be 1st and goal from the Kansas City Chiefs. Great job by Kareem Hunt. Extra effort. Not only getting a first down, getting some additional yards. It'll be 1st and goal here. As we go inside, it looks like we're going to go ahead and go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. And I can't give Nick Bonito enough credit. He is causing all sorts of problems for the rookie left tackle out of BYU's Kingsley Suamatea. We'll have to figure out if Wanda Morris can go in the second half, because if he can't, this is going to be a problem. In Kansas City, correction, the Denver Broncos are going to call timeout with 2:10. This is a nice job by the Denver Broncos here, because what they're doing, and I like this, that they're being aggressive. What you want to do is, because Kansas City gets the ball back first in the second half. What you want to do is give yourself an opportunity to go ahead and put some points on the board at the end of the second half. And Bo Nix on that last drive, 3 out of 3 for 58 yards, beautiful touchdown to Sutton. No reason why you don't want to be aggressive with your young quarterback. So I like the idea of taking the timeout and trying to get the ball back with a little bit of time left in the first half. Keep in mind you have to lead. 1st and goal at the 6 here, 2:14 left here. It's I formation, play action pass here, a little shuffle to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to break some tackles, and he's going to be tackled down at the 2-yard line here. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 2 here. Denver's not going to call a timeout this time. They're going to let it go down to the 2-minute warning. And so at the 2-minute warning, it's still Denver 14, Kansas City 3, but Kansas City's 2 yards away from making this a 1-score game. They are going to take a commercial break. I'm still going to be here reading all your comments, all your questions, plus I'm going to go over all the scores at halftime. At Funk, some guys should develop injury issues in the NFL. Some guys can't handle the way the NFL is played and the grind of games and practices. Yeah, Funk understands football, but he can't get the knowledge to his players. He rubs people the wrong way. People with high IQ don't know how to relate to other people. Yeah, that's Perry's way of saying he's a high IQ person, and he is. Yeah, Funk said this several times. I kind of just stole some of Funk's statements that he's told me several times. Perry, this is true. I was more or less pointing out the Bears had yet another injury on the O-line. I think they have one starter in a game that was starting to begin the year. And this is something Chicago will need to address in the offseason. And they're going to need to address whether through free agency or in the draft. We'll have to wait and find out. We'll have to wait and find out. Baseball bat Bobby also told Patricia to run things like Bill, so he wasn't even going to be true to himself. Before he got here, he actually had players that liked him, like Flowers. He wasn't, by the way, so listen, he wasn't an unpopular guy in New England. I mean, he really wasn't. I just think that he should have just came in and instead, I just think that he had the wrong attitude coming in. I can relate to this because Scott Pioli, who was the general manager of the New England Patriots, when he came to Kansas City, he did the same exact thing. They wanted to run things the Patriot way, and they expected everybody to fall in the line with the Patriot way. And when I say everybody, the organization, the media, the players that were already here. the free agents and draft picks are already here to just assume it was the Patriots. And we have a Taylor Swift sighting for all you Swifties here. Taylor's on her feet and clapping. Second goal here for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 2-minute warning here. Noah Gray's going to motion here. It's going to be handoff to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of about a half a yard. That's a 2-yard line. It's actually the 3-yard line. Kareem Hunt just got a gain of 1 here, and it looks, I believe Denver called it. Yeah, Denver called their second timeout, 1:53 left here. And in a perfect situation, if you're the Denver Broncos, what you do is you hold Kansas City to a field goal, and then you still have a little over a minute and a half left. Kansas City, I don't think will go for it on 4th down. I really don't expect Kansas City to go for it on 4th down, but there is a possibility. What you're going to see with the Chiefs is I can see a bootleg, something a little creative here, because they really don't want to go in halftime 14-6, or heaven forbid if Denver scores again at the end of the first half here. So this is really key. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line, 1:55 left in the first. Kansas City down by 11. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. Patrick Mahomes scrambling around. You can tell the ankle's really bothering him under normal circumstances, and he's just going to get rid of this, and it's going to be incomplete. And under normal circumstances, Patrick Mahomes would have ran this and would have been able to get into the end zone. And there was a flag on the play here, and just judging from Jonathan Cooper's body language, this is going to be against the Denver Broncos. They're conferencing here right now. Now, the one thing, if I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, I would just take the points because you get the ball in to start the second half. Apparently, the flag has been picked up, so it's going to be 4th and goal here. And under normal circumstances, Patrick Mahomes would have been more than happy to run this ball, but you can tell the ankle's really bothering him. I am incorrect. Like I've been a lot this year, the Chiefs are actually going to go for it on 4th and goal from the 2-yard line, 1:47 left in the first half here. Chiefs are down by 11. They want to get a little creative here. 4th and goal from the 2 here. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation here. He's going to take it's Travis Kelce for a touchdown. Taylor Swift's boyfriend scores. Chiefs 14-9. Chiefs only down 14-9. I'm jacked up. I'm excited. We got a good game here at Arrowhead as we go ahead and kick the extra point. Travis Kelce's 76th touchdown reception ties Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame, or current Hall of Fame tight end Tony Gonzalez for most touchdown receptions of all time. One more makes Travis Kelce the Chiefs leader all time in touchdown receptions. The kick is up. The kick is good. Chiefs only down by 4, but with 1:44 and a timeout left here, we have an opportunity. Denver will have an opportunity to go ahead and make some things happen. They are going to take a commercial break, but when we come back, it'll be 14-10. Excuse me. I'm going to get caught up on comments. Colts 13-10 on the Bills. Pats 3, Bears 3. Yeah, it's 14-10, and I apologize. Down the line, I'm going to get some graphics. I just haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. I wanted to see if I could do it myself, despite my limited computer knowledge. I may have to. I know a lot of guys hire people, and I might have to do that down the line. Patriots just converted the first 3rd down. The game was 6 minutes to go and a half. The game is 1 for 10, 2 for 11. Wow. Yeah, we're not going to see a lot of offense in that game. Pates are 2 for 6, while the Bears are 0 for 5. Kansas City loses this game. It might be a good thing. It'll take the pressure off of them. Next week, they play Buffalo in Buffalo. That's kind of where I feel. God no to Swift. I feel bad for Kansas City fans have to deal with This looks like it's going to be a fun game, 16-13. Bills and Colts game is getting chippy. We're on a commercial break, so Pats 10, Bears 3, under 2 minutes left to go in the half. Let's get you a score update here. Buffalo 17, Colts 13. Kansas City, of course, down only 14-10 now. Chiefs 3.5-point favorite. Money line's at -212. That could change depending on what happens here. Saints are up 17-10 on Atlanta still in the second quarter. You can now get the Saints at -5.5, or you can go Falcons money line +174. Jacksonville's still up 7-3 here, and I'll go over that in a little more detail. San Francisco 10, Tampa Bay 3, and Pittsburgh's up 14-10 on the Commanders, like I predicted. Defense needs to step up. Why? Yes. I kind of feel at this point I should have took the over. I think it was a 42, if I remember right. It was in the low 40s. I think we're going to have some points scored in the second half. Chiefs over-under, or the over-under on this game right now is 47.5. So Denver's going to go ahead and take a knee in the end zone here. So when play resumes, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos at the 30-yard line. And what you want to do if you're the Denver Broncos is ideally you go down and you score. The number one thing you want to do if you're the Denver Broncos here is you don't want to give the ball back via turnover or downs. If worst case scenario, you want to eat the rest of the clock and then you go into halftime just down by 4. I expect Denver to be a little aggressive here because you want to try to get in the field goal range. 1st and 10 here, Bo Nix back to pass here. He's going to dump it off here, and it's going to be tackled for a 1-yard gain here. Jaden Hicks, the rookie out of Washington State, 4th-round pick. Phenomenal tackle. Folks, he's going to be a good one. He is going to be good. 2nd and 9 here for the Denver Broncos. Bo Nix navigating traffic here. Bo Nix back to pass, shotgun formation here. It's going to be a nice reception here by Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton's having the game here, tackled quickly by McDuffie. It's going to be a Broncos 1st down as they're going to snap the ball with just under a minute left. So Bo Nix here getting everybody lined up. He gets the snap away with about 57 seconds left here. Denver does have one timeout. Nice throw by Nix to his former teammate, Troy Franklin, a gain of 8, but he is inbound, so the clock is going to tick here. Correction, it's a gain of 9. Troy Franklin, of course, 4th-round pick out of Oregon. Bo Nix, 1st-round pick out of Oregon. 2nd and 1 here for Denver. Here, Bo Nix is going to scramble around. He's just going to throw this harmlessly out of bounds. Should have done that a little sooner, but that's ticky-tacky. 32 seconds left in the first half here. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Denver Broncos, 1 timeout. You have an interesting situation here if you're Denver because you attack the middle of the field to try to put yourself in field goal range. Do you want to convert 1st down by running a draw right here, or do you just want to go ahead and throw a out route, make sure you get out of bounds, even though the Chiefs will be defending that? Bo Nix wants to take a shot downfield. He's going to run around here. He's going to nice play by Bo Nix, gets back to the rookie Bailey, but he caught the ball inbounds. Denver is in field goal range here. Bo Nix indicating that they are going to spike the ball here. They're going to spike the ball. Now, keep in mind the field goal here. It's about a 54-yard field goal. There is a flag on the play here. I believe Denver was not lined up correctly, so the Chiefs have the opportunity, if that's the case, to get the 10-second runoff, or they can go ahead and move the ball back. I expect Kansas City to move the ball back. That way you take them out of field goal range. Keep in mind, 54-59, that's definitely not a gimme, but you have the opportunity to do that here. 14 seconds left in the half here. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Denver Broncos. They do have the 1 timeout remaining. So what I'm expecting here for the Denver Broncos, try to run something in the middle of the field, get about 7 to 8 yards, use that final timeout and kick a field goal. We'll see what Denver wants to do. Bo Nix in shotgun formation here. He's got 3 wide receivers in Troutman here. Bo Nix going to attack downfield. Tried to get Jordan Humphrey down the field here. Incomplete. 9 seconds left. The one thing you don't want to do here if you're the Denver Broncos is take a sack. The last thing you want to do is take a sack, even though you have the time out. Last thing you want to do is just take a sack. 2nd and 15, 9 seconds left here. Let's see what the Denver Broncos do. Again, if I'm Denver, I just throw something short to the middle of the field, get a few yards, go in halftime by a touchdown. We'll see what they do. Bo Nix shotgun formation here. And he looks like he wants to take a shot downfield, and he does. It's incomplete here. Cortland Sutton. And I would have done something a little less risky myself. I've taken that long, what's called a dig route, basically a 15-yard in. I didn't like that play design and that play call at all, because now you have 3 seconds left. What do you do? You're not really in field goal range. And it looks like Denver is Denver taking it? Denver takes their final timeout. They're going to look at it. It looks like what they're going to do is they're going to try. They put 2 extra seconds back on the clock, so it's 5 seconds. It looks like what Denver's going to do is Denver's going to try for the long field goal. So it is a little windy in Arrowhead Stadium. It looks like the wind is actually blowing to the Denver Kickers back. It's really hard to say. If somebody's been to Arrowhead over 300 times, doesn't really matter the way the winds are blowing. It kind of swirls around in Arrowhead. It's about 10 to 18 miles an hour. By the way, in Kansas City, this is like dream weather. Will Lutz, though, however, 18 on the 19 this year. This would be a career end season high for him. His previous high is 52. This will be a 60-yard field goal, and the Chiefs are going to go ahead and take a timeout here, make Will think about it a little more. Again, really bad play design. That 3rd down, a 15-yard in, didn't make a lot of sense. I would have done a screen, a draw. If you played Madden or NCAA like I have, a Texas route, basically a quick out and in by the running back, something just to get a few yards. Why take a chance? And it looks like it could blow up in their face, because they were in good position here to go ahead and get 3. Instead, they're going to try for a 60-yard field goal, which is highly unlikely in this win. But Will Lutz is going to line up. If he does make it, more credit to him here. The flags are on the goalposts are laying down, so that's a good thing for Denver. And this kick is up. This looks like it's going to be good. No, it's not. McCole Hardman's going to run this out of the end zone here. He gets out to the 15. He's got a little bit of room, but he's going to be tackled. Correction, he's going to cut back against the grain here. He's at the 30. He's got some running. Wait a minute. He's got some room. He's to the 30. He's to the 35. He's got some blockers here, and he's going to be tackled at the 49-yard line here, as he ran about 150 yards to get those 49, but we're going into halftime down by 4. The Chiefs will get the ball first in the second half. They are taking a halftime break. I'm going to stay here. I'm answering all your questions, plus I'll go over all the scores. No highlights here, but I'm going to go with BetUS here, our proud affiliate. By the way, you can check out the links below. And I'll go ahead and I'll go over some good betting opportunities for you. I got 2 money line bets on the Chiefs. I also have Pittsburgh +3 that I made earlier in the week. I put that in the community tab. Hopefully that all 3 of these bets will pan out and make a few bucks here today. I'm so happy to be back here talking to you guys. Perry says Sam Darnold needs to shave his mustache. By the way, if you're a Lions fan, early on it looks good as both Minnesota and Chicago are both losing early on. IDK, what's up, my brother? Yeah, a lot of changes. A lot of changes on YouTube for myself. A lot of changes in my personal life. That's the reason why I had to take a little bit of time off. I will be back tomorrow. To talk some football. So I'm really excited about that. Very, very excited about that. If you notice, I got a little bit of sniffles. Hard to believe it's colder here than in Kansas City, but the weather report per my computer is 65, but in my condo it's a little chilly. I haven't really turned on the heat yet, but it's been dropping down to around 40 at night. One thing about living in the Vegas area where I'm at, the temperature does drop quite a bit at night. So like during the day, it's between 70 and 60. At night, it's around 40. In case you haven't noticed, I got a little bit of sniffles. But Jake Moody misses a 49-yard kick. That's unfortunate, only if you're a 49ers fan. Steelers 14, Washington 10, Saints 17, Falcons 7, Pats 10, Bears 3. Harry, I wanna bring up some of these comments that you had because these are just fantastic. One thing is that when your dad's a former NFL player, yeah, it could really help you adapt to the NFL. Teams, organizations really like it. As far as the entitlement attitude, some will argue that Deion's toughness on his son makes him a little more ready to be in the NFL, but that's highly debatable if you agree or not agree. There's going to be a lot of general managers that feel the same way you do, that are going to sit there and say, hey, this is why we can't avoid this kid. I really believe that a lot of general managers are really going to be high on Shadir Sanders. And another thing is that when they interview him and they ask him to dissect plays on the whiteboard, I really think he's going to excel. I think he's going to be just fantastic. So that's kind of my thought process. There's going to be a lot of debates between him and Cam Ward. Now Miami lost last week, Saturday to Georgia Tech. So that is a big deal. But the one thing I do want to say is that he's going to be, his athleticism is crazy high, like crazy high athleticism, and he's also a big dude. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Very interesting to see what happens there. Come draft time, a lot of people are going to be Ward guys. A lot of guys are going to be Shadir Sanders fans. There's going to be a few other guys that are going to get some first year. I'm sorry, there's going to be a lot of guys that are going to get first round consideration in the draft besides those two. But right now, those two I think are head and shoulders above everybody else. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about Mac Jones's attitude. Nobody from New England really defended him when he was gone. I mean, this is, I kept on hearing he just a lot of entitlement. A lot of my shit don't stink. I forget my language there. I try to keep things professional, but I mean, that's just true. I mean, a lot of people thought that he got a little overblown. Remember, he was a rookie Pro Bowl quarterback, and a lot of people called him the savior and second coming of Brady and all sorts of crap. And the truth is that with Mac Jones is that he still had to learn and develop, and he had problems with two. I know you Lions fans aren't as high on Matt Patricia as maybe a lot of other people, but he was pretty well respected in the Patriots organization. Now, keep in mind they did fire him, but when you brought in Bill O'Brien and the same problems still happened, then you still have the same issues with Bill O'Brien that you had with Matt Patricia as far as Mac Jones getting along with him, being on the same page. Remember, Bill O'Brien benched him too. That was another thing. It's one thing if you don't get along with the guy, but he's producing and playing. It's another thing when you don't get along and you're not getting it done on the field. It's a night and day difference, and that was a big problem. I think he can play. I really do. I think there's like probably somewhere between, I don't know, 7 and 12 quarterbacks that Mac Jones can play better than. And if he plays well, there could be a quarterback controversy. But the way I understand Trevor Lawrence's contract, Jacksonville would just have to eat a lot of money. I think Jacksonville ideally would like to see Mac Jones play well and maybe exercise some sort of trade. We'll have to see what happens. But I think guys deserve a second chance. I think he's talented enough to play in this league. If he gets his head on straight, eats a little humble pie, there's a good chance that down the line he'll get another opportunity. So. Perry says, I think D-Hop wants a ring. He understands this is his chance. Yeah. I'm going to tell you this right now. I think whether he wins a ring or not, I 100% believe that DeAndre Hopkins is a Hall of Famer. Maybe not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but when everything's said and done, DeAndre Hopkins will be in Canton. I mean, there's no question about that. I'm always been a big DeAndre Hopkins fan. Loved his game. Actually watched him play a lot at Clemson, and really think he could be. Really think that he could be something, really special with the Chiefs. With or without a ring, I think he ends up in Canton. But the chemistry him and Mahomes have early on is really good. If I'm DeAndre Hopkins, I know that you're going to get more money elsewhere, but you may want to consider staying in Kansas City for the next, year or two. And if you don't get a ring this year, you have an opportunity, to get a ring. Juju Smith-Schuster is not playing today. He's coming back. Remember, the Chiefs signed Hollywood Brown. That'll be an interesting situation to monitor as well. But, yeah, he understands. And he's enjoying it. But this offseason, I would not be surprised if he decides that hey, I want to make some money. I look, I mean, he's not going to be. One thing about DeAndre Hopkins, he's not playing in the league for another 10 years. I mean, realistically, you may not even have 5 years. So if I'm him, I would spend the last in winning situations. And I mean, you're not. It's not like you're making minimum wage here, DeAndre Hopkins. So we'll have to see what happens in the offseason. Sometimes you get the yips. I actually have no idea. Do you think the Panthers should take the best defensive tackle in the first round? So Derek Brown got hurt at the beginning of the year. Now, so I have no idea. My guess is Carolina is going to fire their defensive coordinator, even though the defense didn't play bad last week. And by the way, Evero's an excellent defensive coordinator. So I think that if you do fire him, I think you're making a mistake. But let's just say you do. What kind of scheme are you going to run? But because Derek Brown can play defensive end or nose tackle and then odd or even front. I mean, I'm trying to get away from using 3-4-4-3. These are really outdated terms, but yeah, you have to get some people to get after the quarterback. You have a great interior presence in Derek Brown, and since he got injured at the beginning of the year, I expect him to come back healthy. You got to get him some help. This draft is loaded with edge rushers, and it's very unlikely Clowney's going to come back after the season. So I would load up with edge rushers. And that's what I would do if I was the Carolina Panthers. Now, keep in mind, because they keep winning, they're not going to get their guy. But this draft is really, really, if you need an edge rush, this is the draft to get one in. And I fully expect them to do that. I fully expect the Panthers to address the defense first. They may want to address the offensive tackle. I'll have to find out a little more. We're going to do a lot of draft content here after the season. I think I'm toying around this year with doing 2 weekly mock drafts, one with trades and one without trades. So Washington 17, Steelers 14. Nobody wants to see that. No, thank you, Perry, but nobody wants to see Washington win when I got action. Real fast here, because we are going to kick off here very, very soon here. Let me get you caught up with all the games here. I'm going off of BetUS. Washington 17, Pittsburgh 14, San Francisco 10, Tampa 3 as they are in the third quarter. Same with Jacksonville and Minnesota. Halftime, Saints 17, Atlanta 7. Another halftime, New England 13, Chicago 3. And, of course, we're starting the third quarter off here. Carson Steele's going to take the kickoff. He's going to take it out of the end zone, but he's only going to get to the 26-yard line here as the undrafted rookie free agent. Kingsley Suamataia is going to take the field, so he's going to be the starter at left tackle, something that Denver and Kansas City has to be aware of. Early on, he's really struggled. This is part of the reason he got benched. Power rushers don't affect him that much. He's a powerful young man, but speed rushers have really bothered him. Travis Kelce's lining up next to him, helping out here. Kareem Hunt's going to take the opening play of the second half, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Great job by the Denver Broncos. And recall what I said at the beginning of the game. I said the 3 keys to the Denver Broncos is you want to have a balanced offense. Now, 49 rushing yards, it's not great, but 143 yards passing in the first half, really, really good. Almost 200 total yards, 192 total. So you want to have a balanced offense. 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs here. It's going to be a play-action pass here. Patrick Mahomes is going to just throw this right into the ground here. As the Denver Broncos did an excellent job. It looks like Patrick Mahomes wanted to take a shot downfield, and then option 2 on this particular play was a screen pass to Kareem Hunt. Denver had this read perfectly. And Patrick Mahomes also went down again as his ankle is not he's not 100%. He's clearly hobbled here. 3rd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Trips to the bottom of the formation. DeAndre Hopkins to the top. Patrick Mahomes got time. He wants to take a shot downfield. That time is up here as Denver Broncos get a sack and 3 and out for the Kansas City Chiefs early on. Patrick Mahomes walks gingerly off the field here. Great job by the Denver Broncos defense. As there was nothing really fancy about this. Denver really just covered everybody, and I believe that was Jonathan Franklin Myers here, the former New York Jet, was the one with the tackle. So the Chiefs to start the second half go a quick 3 and out and punt. Booming punt by Ariza drives Mims all the way back to the 15 here. Mims to the 20. He gets outside to the 25. He's got blocked 30, 35. He's to the 40, and he's tackled out of bounds at 42. Phenomenal punt return for Marvin Mims here. A guy in a couple of years from now is probably going to make some money in the open market here. And a great job by the Denver Broncos on opening drive here. They're going to take a commercial break, but I'm going to stay right here. All right. No additional updates here. Actually, correction, Tampa Bay got on the board here. It's tied up at 10 now. Thank you, Perry. San Francisco money line is still at negative 322. Tampa Bay money line, despite it being tied up at 10s, at plus 223. If you think Tampa Bay is going to win this game, now's time to get some action down, get over twice your money back. Pittsburgh is 14 to 17 money lines at plus 162. Over-unders at 52.5. I kind of like the under, and I like the Steelers money line. I'm going to pass right now. Minnesota still down by 4, but or 3.5. Or correction, that game is now locked up. Saints still up by 10. You can put action down on the Saints minus 5.5 if you think Atlanta's going to make a comeback, plus 196. New England is up 13-3. That's very interesting. In this game right here, Kansas City Chiefs are a 1.5 point favorite, and the money line's at 131. Buffalo's up 20-13. Unless you want to put action on the over, which is now at 56.5, I would strongly recommend avoiding that game. If Denver scores, I'm hesitant to put down a third bet on this game. The offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs is really struggling right now. Sam Darnold just got picked. That's why I guess that's why it's locked up here. Now, keep in mind, if Jacksonville only scores 7 points, I have a hard time believing they're going to make a quarterback switch, but it might be something that they want to consider. So we'll find out. I'm tempted to put some more action on Pittsburgh right here, but I don't have details of what's going on. Thanks to the wonderful punt return by Marvin Mims, Denver's in excellent field goal range. So despite the mess up at the end of the first half, you have a great opportunity if you're Denver, because they're at the 43-yard line right now, a couple of first downs away from being in field goal range here. Estemine's going to go right up the middle. A nice gain of Estimine on first down, about a gain of 4 here. For the Denver Broncos here. They're going to call it 2nd and 7, but it's a short 7, long 6, depending on how you want to look at it. Sean Payton's really got a good bead on what the Chiefs are doing defensively. Another handoff to Estimine. He's going to go right up the middle for a first down here as he invades Chiefs territory. There is a flag on the play. Just judging from the size of the hole, I'm going to guess it's holding here, and that is correct. The Denver Broncos' beautiful run is going to go away. So 3 interceptions for Sam Darnold. That's something Vikings fans are going to monitor because this offseason, Sam Darnold will be a free agent. Do you want to go with Darnold, or do you want to go ahead and stay with or do you want to go with your rookie draft pick. You got to think, is J.J. McCarthy going to be the guy who's at Darnold? Or if you're a team needing a quarterback, do you want to go ahead and go with Darnold going forward? So Denver has to take their first time out of the second half as they were not ready. Another mistake by Bo Nix is that this doesn't sound like it's this big of a deal, but early in the third quarter, you really don't want to start using your timeouts already. This could be key, especially if this ends up being a close game, eating your timeouts. Bo Nix, by the way, 14 out 20, 160 and 2 touchdowns. Phenomenal game early on. 2nd and 17 here for the Denver Broncos. Denver, if they can put some points up on the board, this is huge. They held the Chiefs to a 3-and-out. Their defense is playing really, really well early on. Shotgun formation, empty set here. Chiefs are going to fake a blitz here. Bo Nix is going to run around, and he's going to avoid the blitz and get out of bounds. He did end up with a short gain here, as it's going to be 3rd and 15. Bo Nix doing a little trash talking on the Chiefs bench. I would avoid that if I was him. He's still talking to the Chiefs bench for whatever reason. 3rd and 15 here as Bo Nix finally gets back to the huddle. Play clock's going under 10 here when Bo Nix gets everybody to the line here. Chiefs defenders are making some motion here, going under 5 here. Shotgun formation, Bo Nix gets snap away here. Chiefs just bring 4, and it's going to be Marvin Mims in the open field. Nice tackle by Chamari Connors. It's going to force a 4th down. Great job by Chamari Connor making the tackle one-on-one against Marvin Mims. Makes it 4th and 8. What the Chiefs are doing, and this is really kind of interesting, Chamari Connor, Jaden Hicks are both in the game. Both these guys really aren't playing specific roles. They're not really a safety and not really a corner. What it is that they're kind of playing positionless players right now. Jaden Hicks, the 215-pound safety out of Washington State, is kind of playing a hybrid safety linebacker role, while Chamari Connor's kind of playing a slot corner safety type of hybrid. So if 11:07 left in the third quarter, they're going to take a commercial break as Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs get ready. I think that's what's going to happen. I think McCarthy's going to be the guy going forward, and Sam Darnold, he'll be a free agent. If you're a team that needs a quarterback, do you want to invest heavily in Sam Darnold? When I say invest heavily, I'm talking financial compensation. Excuse me. There's a team like, for example, the Raiders. They may want to consider Sam Darnold instead of using draft picks on a guy that you don't know, maybe somebody like Shadir Sanders or Cam Ward, like I mentioned earlier. They may not feel as well with these two guys as they would with somebody like Sam Darnold, who they know they have some potential and some athleticism. But we'll dive into that during the offseason and during the draft, because if you're a team and you need a quarterback, do you want to roll the dice with one of these young guys coming out of college, or do you want to go with Sam Darnold, who at times can play pretty damn well? I haven't even talked about Jameis Winston or Joe Flacco yet. You have those guys that could be available. If Mac Jones shows some flashes, he may want to be a consideration. So, yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. Do you want a bridge quarterback, or do you want them to come in and possibly start? Because there's probably more than two teams that are going to need quarterbacks. If you're a team like the Carolina Panthers, are you sold on Bryce Young? If you're the Raiders, are you sold on one of these draft picks, or do you want to roll the dice on somebody like Sam Darnold, who is better than what you currently have? Same thing with Geno Smith. Seattle went, with Geno Smith as starting quarterback for several years. Remember, he was just a backup, and you can debate how successful he's been or not, but put up some decent numbers. All these things teams that need a quarterback are going to consider. Back to the game here. Chiefs down by 4. Patrick Mahomes is going to take over at his own 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. He wants to take a shot downfield, but he's going to dump it off to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's going to go ahead and nice tackle by the Broncos defensive back for only a gain of 6 here. That's Jaquan McMillan on the play here. Second-year corner out of East Carolina. One of these guys that really Denver's done a fantastic job finding players. So Patrick Mahomes 17 out of 22, 136, 1 touchdown, no picks, but no really splash plays so far. 2nd and 3 here. It's going to be a pitch play to Kareem Hunt. He's going to go around the left side. He's going to get the first down here. Nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs. This time using Kingsley Suamatua's athleticism in the open field on the pitch play. He just ran right out and was using his size and athleticism to just go ahead and find some room, help get Kareem Hunt some room here as the Chiefs get a nice first down there. They're trying to protect the rookie left tackle here the best they can. 1st and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs on their own 36. Patrick Mahomes under center, play action pass, and Nick Bonita just went right around Suamataia for the sack. I don't think Suamataia even touched him. And Patrick Mahomes looks a little irritated as not only did he get hit hard and lost 10 yards, but Suamataia just went right around him. I don't even think Suamataia touched him. Right after that sack, Patrick Mahomes waved over towards the sidelines. I'm not exactly sure what the motion is, but they're going to go ahead and put in Carson Steele. And Suamataia is on the left side here still against Nick Bonita, and Carson Steele's going to get the carry just right up the middle here, and it's going to be 3rd and long here. Is what they wanted to do is avoid Patrick Mahomes getting sacked again. It's going to be 3rd and 13. P. Ryan's going to go ahead and enter the game here, and Patrick Mahomes is also yelling at Jawan Taylor, the right tackle here. I don't know if it was a call that was missed or something like that, but definitely some frustration with the offensive line here. 3rd and 13 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. P. Ryan's going to help out with the chip block, but Bonita still gets him. Patrick Mahomes scrambles away. He's looking downfield. Fires to P. Ryan's at the 45, the 40, 35. Tripped up at the 33-yard line. A little sandlot football going on as Patrick Mahomes running around on a bad ankle, goes to his outlet route for a Kansas City Chiefs first down. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs here, as even though P. Ryan chipped on Nick Bonita, Patrick Mahomes avoided it, scrambled out, got P. Ryan in the flat, then P. Ryan broke a tackle, got some extra yards. Nice pickup on 3rd down, a pickup of 35 here. Patrick Mahomes on first down, little slip screen here. I believe that's Noah Gray. Correction, that is our 3rd-string tight end, newly acquired. Nice job, by the way. Really nice job. Dragging tacklers instead of a gain of 2. It's a gain of 3. Really nice job. Pendon Hendershot, newly acquired. So nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs. 2nd and 5 instead of 2nd and 8 here. Trips to the bottom of the formation here. Kareem Hunt to Patrick Mahomes left here, and motioning Noah Gray to join Kelsey here. Patrick Mahomes wants to take a shot downfield, and it's incomplete here. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 here. Nice job by the Kansas City Chiefs that last. Actually, great job by Patrick Mahomes scrambling around. Making some things happen here. Kansas City on 3rd down, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Correction, it would be 4 out of 6. Patrick Mahomes passing is 4 out of 5. 4 first downs. 3rd and 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs here on the Denver Broncos 27. They are in field goal range, but would love to go ahead and take the lead here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass. and it's going to be caught for a first down. Taylor Swift's boyfriend, 6-yard completion, and another Kansas City Chiefs first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 22-yard line here as Patrick Mahomes just threw a fastball. Great throw here. This isn't going to make a lot of highlight reels, but the safety was all over Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes just threw a fastball low and inside where only Kelce could get it. Kelce, 7 catches, 58 yards. 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver Broncos 21-yard line. Patrick Mahomes shotgun formation, and he's going to dump this one off to Kareem Hunt. It's going to be incomplete as Patrick Mahomes really uncomfortable in the pocket. Part of this is due to the offensive line. A big part of this is you got to give a lot of credit to Vance Joseph, the Denver Broncos defensive coordinator. Remember last year he gave up 70 points to Miami Dolphins, simplified some things. The Broncos went younger on defense, and now this Denver Broncos unit's one of the best units in the National Football League, and they're doing a fantastic job making Patrick Mahomes very, very uncomfortable. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes, little nice design here. This is going to be a nice screenplay. Great play design. However, Denver was ready for it. It's only a gain of 2, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the it's 3rd and 8 for the Kansas City Chiefs when play resumes here just in a second here. This is going to be a good one. This is good. We're in for a good game. Nobody really wanted to see this, but we're in for a good game. Unfortunately, we're in for a good game. 3rd and 8 here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation, trips to the top. Travis Kelce to the bottom. Patrick Mahomes scrambling around here. He's on that gimpy ankle, but he's going to try to run anyway. He corkscrews himself down. I think he's going to be about a yard short here. And we're going to see what the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do, because I'm kind of expecting for the Chiefs to I'm kind of expecting for the Kansas City Chiefs to kick a field goal, but on 4th and 1, they may go for it. And it looks like that is what the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do. They're actually going to go for it on 4th and 1. Very nice job by Patrick Mahomes. I have no question that if his ankle was healthy, that would have been an easy first down. Old school T formation. Travis Kelce's going to motion to the front here. It's going to be Kareem Hunt, and he's going to get a first down. First down, Chiefs. At the 10-yard line, it's going to be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs roll the dice, and it pans out. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs. Great job for the Kansas City Chiefs. So really excited here for the Kansas City Chiefs as they go ahead and 1st and goal here at the 10 with an opportunity to take the lead as we go under 4:10 in the 3rd quarter here. Kansas City Chiefs down 14-10, but they are 1st and goal at the 10. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going to run. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to dump it off out of the end zone. Again, I know I sound like a broken record. I keep saying this over and over and over again. If Patrick Mahomes was healthy, he could have been able to run there. And I understand what the Chiefs are doing here on this play. They were doing a lot of crossing routes, trying to get somebody open. Really great job by the Denver Broncos defense. I cannot emphasize this enough. The job Vance Joseph has done has been fantastic. I know they gave up 42 to Baltimore last week, but they did a great job. And this is, oh my God, this was a screenplay that Zach Allen read perfectly and jumped in front of it and just dropped the interception. Zach Allen read this absolutely perfect. And this was which would have been, by the way, if Zach Allen didn't read this, there was some running room for Kareem Hunt. So that could have been very costly, but great job by Zach Allen blowing up. 3rd and goal at the 10-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in shotgun formation, motioning Justin Watson to the bottom of the screen here. They're just going to take a shot in the end zone as what they're trying to do here. And this is not really a play design I'm really happy with because I'm not. Oh, that's is that Justin Ross? Yeah, so they took Justin Ross, activated from the practice squad. They're trying to use his 6'4" frame in the back of the end zone here. I didn't recognize him because for a long time he was number 8, another Clemson Tiger on the Chiefs wide receiver core. But instead, the Chiefs are just going to line up for a 28-yard field goal here. The kick is up. The kick is good. So with 3:51 left in the third quarter, Chiefs are now only down by 1. Yeah, Terry McLaurin is yeah, really, really solid guy. Yeah, bright future for Washington now. They got the right quarterback. I actually had to look this up, Perry, and Darren Rizzo, longtime special teams coach, was the assistant head coach. He's held this title in both college and the pros for several teams. This is his first time getting an opportunity to be a NFL head coach. Former special teams coordinator, longtime assistant head coach, same position that Dan Campbell actually held when he was with the Saints, the assistant head coach, not the special teams. But Rizzo, longtime coach, longtime assistant head coach, first time being a interim head coach, but doing a good job. If he does a good job, you never know. You could parlay this down the line. We'll see what happens. Zach Allen's having a great season. Really great season. I don't know why I'm drinking an energy drink. I'm pretty jacked up and very anxious about this game so far, as it's unfortunately it's close. Pat's defense is playing. Patriots always had a good defense. Patriots defense always been good. Question is, what are they going to do, on offense? So, Washington. I thank you for the update, Perry. I really appreciate it. Washington 24, Steelers 14. Russell Wilson looks like he's fallen back to hero ball Wilson, and that nobody wants to see that. I really thought this would be. I thought the Steelers would do better on defense. Keep in mind, I haven't had an opportunity to watch this game. The only one I'm watching is this one right here. But yeah, I might have to take a look at this. Hopefully, Pittsburgh can come back so I can win some money. I do. It looks like I'm going to need those 3 points after all. 3:51 left in the third. Kansas City is down by 1. Denver will get the ball back on their own 30-yard line. We'll see what Bo Nix can do here. As we move forward, I'll be doing more and more draft content. Probably won't have a mock draft release till after the combine, but you never know. I may do a pre-draft combine, but we'll be doing a lot of draft stuff here coming up in the next couple of weeks. Handoff here, right up the middle here. Estamines had a really good game here. Really impressed with him. Really liked him coming out of Notre Dame. I remember when he ran I think it was 4.72. I remember saying at the time this was really going to hurt his draft stock, and it did. But this is a good player. 6 carries, 32 yards. He's been productive. Denver 2nd and 7 here. Bo Nix shotgun formation here. Chiefs only bring 4. Bo Nix has time, and it's going to be a first down as he's hit Kroll again for the second time today, and a Denver Broncos first down. Really good job here. The Chiefs only brought 4 here. Nice route by Kroll. It was an out route, came back to the ball. Beautiful throw by Bo Nix. Really, really just I'm blown away with how well Bo Nix has played, but one thing Kansas City Chiefs have not done is gotten pressure on the young quarterback, something that should change here. It's going to be another handoff to Estamine. He's going to power forward for a gain of 2. Nice job by Estamine as he was stopped originally at the line of scrimmage, kind of powered forward for another yard here as we go under 2:30 in the third quarter here. I said 2, but it's actually 2nd and 7. Broncos using a little bit of tempo here, which is a nice job by Sean Payton here. And Estamine with the fresh legs gets a nice gain of, I think it's 4 on, but they're going to call it they're going to call it about 3rd and 3 here. Correction, 3rd and 4, short 4, long 3, but it's going to be 3rd and 4 here for the Denver Broncos. And I like what Denver did here is they exercised a little bit of tempo here, throw the Chiefs off here. This is interesting here. Chiefs are going to line up a slightly different formation. Chris Jones is going to line up as a left defensive end. Chiefs showing blitz, backing out. Nice job here by Bo Nix recognizing it and going to another rookie, Vele, nice player out of Utah. Has had an impact today. Nice little out route on Connor and gets first down on the slant route. Really, really, really good job by Vele here. Very nice route and great job by Bo Nix recognizing that the Chiefs really weren't going to blitz. Really good job. Recognizing coverage here. Bo Nix shotgun formation as they have invaded enemy territory on the Chiefs 43-yard line here as we go under 1 minute left. It's going to be a fake handoff here, but he missed Sutton here on first down. So it's a 2nd and 10 here for the Denver Broncos here. McDuffie struggled against Sutton today. Sutton's a phenomenal receiver. That's had some problems getting involved in the offense early on, but is now doing a good job, at least the last couple of weeks, the Baltimore game notwithstanding. But 2nd and 10 here for the Denver Broncos as they are in enemy territory, trying to add to their 1-point lead. Bo Nix motioning McLaughlin out in the open field, a little end around to Mims here. Mims is going to be tied up behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1. Great job by the Kansas City Chiefs recognizing it. Really good play design by Denver, just Chiefs recognized it. What they did is they motioned McLaughlin to the top of the formation here, and then they did an end around with Mims trying to get the star receiver. Maybe I shouldn't say star, but it looks like he's going to be one. In the open field, this is going to be 3rd and 11 here as we go under 20 seconds in the third quarter. This could potentially be the last play of the third quarter here. Bo Nix trying to make some adjustments here. Arrowhead crowd's getting loud here. Chiefs showing blitz, and they bring it. Bo Nix is going to scramble around, take a massive loss here. Nick Bolton on the sack here, and Bo Nix, he's played phenomenal. Should have got rid of this ball instead of losing 16 yards. Great job by the Chiefs here. Also, credit to the Arrowhead crowd. But Bo Nix, this would have worked in college. Can't do that in the NFL. So at the end of the third quarter here, the Chiefs will get the ball, start the fourth, down by 1. Looks like it's going to be a fun game. Hopefully the Steelers can turn it around. Saints 20, Falcons 10. This could end up being a big upset here. Jeffrey, glad to see you again, brother. It seems like Josh Reynolds is going to return. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm actually excited also about, I'm really excited about Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a good one. Bucks 17, 49ers 13. Bucks take the lead there. We should have touched base on that. Let's go to BetUS and let's go over some numbers here. Give you some opportunities to see if we can make you guys some money for those of you who do sports betting. Pittsburgh still a 3.5-point dog. Money line's 167. Washington still up 24-17. Of course, I got Pittsburgh +3. So right now I'm at the push. San Francisco is still a 1.5-point favorite, despite the score being Tampa Bay 17, San Francisco 13. You could still take San Francisco -1.5 if you're so inclined, or better yet, maybe you want to take Tampa Bay and still get a 1.5. Actually, both Tampa Bay and Washington's locked up. Can't do either. In a game that I really didn't picture being a defensive struggle, Jacksonville 7, Minnesota 6. Minnesota is still a 2.5-point favorite. We'll find out what goes on there. Correction, Minnesota is now a 2.5-point favorite. Atlanta 10, Saints 20. Saints are now a 6.5-point favorites, -434 on the money line. If you think Atlanta has a chance to come back, you can almost get 3-1 odds at +285. Still in the third quarter, New England 13, Chicago's 3. Over-under is 26.5. Might be interesting. You may want to put a little action. If you think Caleb Williams could do something, that game is now locked up. Kansas City is a 2.5-point favorite despite being down by 1. And Buffalo, Indianapolis is locked up as they start the third quarter. Or actually, they are in the third quarter. Buffalo 20, Indy 13. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully I can win on all 3 bets and be happily ever after. So we'll see what happens here. Get back to action here as we start the fourth quarter here. McCole Hardman's going to field the punt at the 5 and is tackled immediately. Nice special teams play by the Denver Broncos. Really nice play by the Denver Broncos. I'll be honest, I know it's Smith. I'm just drawing a blank on who specifically that is. It's I believe that's Tremon Smith, former Central Arkansas player. So Kansas City has a long way to go. Down by 1, 14:51 left in the fourth quarter. Can Kansas City stay undefeated? And I want to bring this up here again. What you want to do if you're the Denver Broncos is have a balanced offense, which they've tried to do, but it's been pass heavy. Bo Nix has played phenomenal. You want to keep the game close, which they've also done. And number 3, you want to maximize on mistakes. This is an interesting play. Little Xavier Worthy, first time he's touched the ball all day. He gets out of bounds after a gain of 11. It's going to be a first down. So what they did is a little fake end around, get Xavier Worthy in the open field here. And this was a nice play design here by Andy Reid. Get the 4-2-1 speedster in the open field. And he gets a nice first down here for the Kansas City Chiefs. So as after they were backed up about the 5-yard line here, you get a gain of 11 and some breathing room. Kareem Hunt's going to go right up the middle, but only get a gain of 1. Denver Broncos defense has just been playing lights out today. Denver Broncos defense has just been playing absolutely lights out. Jeffrey, you got a great question. Hopefully you consider the answer great, but I'll answer that after this play here, or I might have to wait till we get to a commercial break. But I'll answer this in some detail because I do think it is a great question. Patrick Mahomes back to pass, 2nd and 9. Kareem Hunt out on the flat here, breaks a tackle down the sidelines, and a nice gain of 20. Nice gain of 20 as what they did is Kareem Hunt, they just moved him around to the left here, they'll dump off to the flat. And then this was all Kareem Hunt. Great job by Kareem Hunt. And this was just a nice play here. And what happened is they thought he was going to go out of bounds, and he just wasn't. So Kareem Hunt just takes the dump off pass and goes around for a nice gain of 27 yards here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 44-yard line. This time it's going to be Carson Steele, breaks the tackle, corkscrews himself up to about midfield, a gain of 5 here. And there's a flag on the play here. Normally where this flag is, it's a holding penalty, and that's kind of what I'm expecting here. 13-10 left in the fourth quarter. I want to see if this flag is. I expect it to be holding. But DeAndre Hopkins is notioning that it's illegal contact and it's against Denver. This is going to be an automatic first down, illegal hands at face against Patrick Surtain. And what happened is Surtain just jabbed him right in the face. And these two have been jawing each other all game here. And this, by the way, this is a nice veteran move by DeAndre Hopkins, getting under the young guy's skin a little bit. Great job by DeAndre Hopkins getting the first down. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City Chiefs 49-yard line as we go under 12:50 in the game here. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's going deep downfield. He's got Worthy open, and oh man, almost, almost. And Worthy is still down. So they got Worthy one-on-one. He had a step. And, oh, God. So the Chiefs have been reluctant to do anything like this. And, oh, this is what you want. You want the ball. The throw wasn't perfect. But I'm not blaming the throw. It's just kind of just didn't happen. But Worthy had a couple steps on Riley Moss, rookie corner out of Iowa. 2nd and 10 here for the Chiefs here. A little dump off to Justin Watson here. Justin Watson tackled right at the line of scrimmage by the before-mentioned Riley Moss. Great tackle by Riley Moss. There is another flag on the play here. It's going to be a legal formation against the Chiefs. Denver may want to decline this, but I expect them to take it. The reason why you may want to decline it's 3rd and 8 instead of 2nd and 15. Do you really want to give the Chiefs another opportunity? But we'll have to see here. Okay, so Jeffrey, real fast. So number one, they just don't have. They didn't sign a veteran backup quarterback this offseason, which is a little surprising because that's what I would have done. If I was the Cincinnati Bengals, and then you have a young quarterback like Jake Browning, you may have been able to potentially move. That's part of it. Another part is that even though he played well, there may not be a market for him. I'll get back to this a little more later. They decided to decline the penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here, and it's going to be incomplete here as Mahomes was pressured on both sides, and a great job by the middle linebacker, Ellis. He's having a great year, by the way. What happened is Ellis just took a few steps back and it was playing the spy roll and just knocked this ball down. And I can't emphasize this enough. Assume Matea's having some real problems on the left side. Nick Bonita has just been going right around him. So on 4th and 9 at midfield here, the Chiefs are going to bring out Matt Ariza. They're going to punt the ball away. And hopefully the Chiefs can lean on their defense. Mims gets the fair catch at the 9-yard line. So, folks, we got it. We got a good one here. A classic AFC West rivalry is going to go down to the final minutes here. Chiefs are down by 1, 12:21 left in the game as the Denver Broncos take the field on the 9-yard line. So, number one, Cincinnati did not sign a veteran quarterback, which I would have done. You got a guy like Burrow. He's missed a lot of time with injuries over the years. Get a veteran, older quarterback. And Jake Browning, part of it might be that they kept him around. One, they kept him around because he played well. Two, relatively inexpensive. Backup veteran quarterbacks can be expensive, but I still would have done that. And the reason why is that in the off chance Burrow does go down, don't you want somebody with a little more veteran experience? They seem comfortable with Browning, and he's inexpensive. Now, there also could be the chance that there's not a market for Browning. There is a chance that despite of how well he played, there's not NFL interest in him. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see because I'll be honest with you, it would not surprise me if during the off season there could be something. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think it's a combination of Cincinnati not getting a veteran, being cheap, which is smart. If you have a good backup quarterback who's cheap, that's always smart. I would have gone the other route. I would have spent a few bucks and got a good veteran. But it's a combination of that they didn't get a veteran. He knows the offense, and he was productive when he played. And I think a third issue is that there's not a value for him, believe it or not, even though he did play well. NFL teams may not be interested. So we'll see. That's a case. That's a thing also. We'll have to wait and see. You can't tell me if Jake Browning wasn't on the Browns or the Raiders, we wouldn't have a better record. I'll be honest with you. I think if he was on the Raiders and you ran in, keep in mind, I have no confidence in the Raiders staff. That's another thing you got to think about. The Raiders coaching staff is a disaster. I'm going to touch base on this because Jeff, you're spitting facts here, man. I love what you're saying. Jameel McLaughlin goes around the left side here, and on first down, a nice job by Denver's offense getting a nice gain of 7. Again, the three things I said that Denver needed to do is you have to have a balanced offense, and they've done that. You want to keep the score close, done that. And number 3, you want to maximize mistakes. I was specifically leaning towards turnovers, but any mistakes that the Kansas City Chiefs make, you want to take advantage of it. It's going to be 2nd and 3 here for the Denver Broncos here. Denver would love to expand on the lead, but the main thing you want to do is just eat up some clock, and you also want to go ahead and don't do anything. And this was the bad play call. It was a zone read run play, and Bo Nix kept it and tried to make a move on a former first-round pick, FAU, and FAU was ready for it. Great job, as he's really not played well since he's been in Kansas City, but Bo Nix on 2nd and short ends up losing 6 yards, so it's now 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here. So instead of putting yourself in 3rd and manageable, now you're 3rd and 9. Now you open up the whole defensive playbook for the Kansas City Chiefs as you have all sorts of possible blitzes coming in. 3rd and 9 for the Denver Broncos, empty formation for Bo Nix here. And it's going to be a blitz here. Bo Nix is just going to throw it up for grabs, and he's nowhere near a receiver. I thought it was going to be a delay of game, but instead Bo Nix just threw it up for grabs. Bad idea for Bo Nix. And a great job by Kansas City, really bringing in a disguised blitz that was off Bo Nix's left side that he just wasn't ready for. Great job by the Chiefs defense forcing Denver to a 3-and-out. Denver's going to go ahead and punt, but this play is blown dead. I'm not exactly sure why it was blown dead. There's a flag on play. We'll find out what's going on here. Legal formation on the Denver Broncos as this is going to be moved just a few yards back. Jonah Ellis, who had that nice defensive stop with the knockdown, he was lined up incorrectly. So. But here's the thing with the Browns. I want to touch base on both the Browns and the Raiders. The Browns, what they did is they brought in Jameis Winston. So let's get back. I'll get back to this here. 4th and 12 here. Denver's going to go ahead and punt. This is a terrible punt. I'm not sure we're going to mark it out, but Chiefs are going to get the ball in Denver territory. It's going to be on the Denver 48-yard line. So the Chiefs, with just a handful of yards, are going to be able to be in field goal range. 10:40 left in the 4th quarter. They are going to take a commercial break. Scores 14-13 when we return back. We're in good position for Chiefs to take the lead here. All right. So, Jeff, first of all, here's what the Browns did. They brought in Jameis Winston. They brought in Tyler Huntley. And they had Dorian Thompson-Robinson to go with Deshaun Watson, who they were planning to start all along. Winston won the backup spot, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson outplayed Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley was released in preseason. Now, they really like Dorian Thompson-Robinson, but Jameis Winston was impressive enough that they like him with the organization. Going forward, if I'm Cleveland, I kick, or I stick. I'm sorry. I might kick Watson to the curb and stick with Jameis Winston. But if I'm Cleveland, I would really, really, really consider keeping Winston around and developing Dorian Thompson-Robinson. With the Raiders, I kept on hearing Aiden O'Connell was going to win this job. Instead, it was Gardner Minshew. Now, the Raiders gave a 2-year, $25 million deal to Gardner Minshew, who played pretty well in Indianapolis last year. I think if Minshew was the starter, the Colts win that division instead of the Texans. But remember, they forced Anthony Richardson into the lineup. He couldn't stay healthy. But I think both of those options were better than Jake Browning. Now, if Jake Browning did get the opportunity, would the Browns or the Raiders have a better record? Possibly. I think, actually, to tell you the truth, I think he'd be a perfect fit in Cleveland, but they wanted to go ahead and go with Winston and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, both those guys they really like. The Raiders are a complete disaster right now. And what the Raiders might want to consider is Sam Darnold and then using that high draft pick on somebody else. There's been a lot of talk about Shadir Sanders in Vegas. That would also make a lot of sense. But we'll have to wait and see. Browning could have some interest this season. Possible bridge quarterback, maybe a team like the Giants that want to move on from Daniel Jones, draft quarterback. We'll get into that. It's actually down at the 46-yard line. Chiefs 1st and 10 here. Patrick Mahomes wants to go downfield. He has to get rid of this quickly as Denver brought a blitz and Patrick Mahomes goes down. 2nd and 10 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. And what Denver did here is a really great job. Ellis came in on the blitz unencumbered. Great job by Patrick Mahomes. This is something Bo Nix needs to learn. Get rid of the ball. Don't take the massive loss here, because a few more yards, you're in field goal range. So instead of it being 2nd and 20-something, you're 2nd and 10. 10:36 is left in the game. Kansas City down by 1. It's a handoff, but the draw was blown up by Denver. It's going to be a loss of 4 back to midfield, so it's going to be 3rd and 14. They're going to call it 3rd and 13. I think it's closer to 14. And what they did here is they tried to do a draw to Carson Steele, and this was just blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Jake Moody missed his second 50-yard field goal. Oh, yeah, G.J. Reader's big loss. They're going to mark it down at the Denver 49 at midfield. Patrick Mahomes is going to go back to pass here, and it's going to be DeAndre Hopkins wide open. Blown coverage, makes a move on Riley, gets down to the 19-yard line. 1st down, Kansas City, gain of 30. Big play. Blown coverage. Hopkins got lost. And what they did is that they went ahead and brought the blitz, and then DeAndre Hopkins was wide open all by himself. They put a nice move on. By the way, if Moss recovered and ankle tackled Hopkins, he doesn't make that, there's a chance Hopkins scores. But 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Denver 18. Kareem Hunt gets back there. He's going to power forward for a nice gain of 4 on 1st down. Nice gain of 4 on 1st down. As we go under 9 minutes in the game, it's going to be 2nd and 6 inside the red zone here. So the question is, with the Kansas City Chiefs, are they going to take the field goal and go up by 2, or can they get a touchdown? Keep in mind, if Kansas City Chiefs score a touchdown, do they go for 2? 2nd and 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here. By the way, Wanda Morris has re-entered the game here. He's playing at left tackle, and Kansas City Chiefs are going to take a timeout. So Wanda Morris, after some struggles, he's back on the field. By the way, Wanda Morris is a little gimpy, but they feel like he's a better option at this point to protect Patrick Mahomes. Kingsley Sayamatea has just looked awful. He did win the job out of training camp, and you can't bull rush the kid, but it looks like he can't handle Nick Bonito's speed. And give a ton of credit to Vance Joseph and this Denver Broncos coaching staff for really getting this Denver Broncos defense. Remember, they gave up 70 last year to Miami, and ever since then, this defense has just been completely turned around. 2nd and 6 here for the Kansas City Chiefs here on the Denver 14. Patrick Mahomes back to pass here. He's scrambling around. He's going to pump. He's going to drop it off to Kareem Hunt in the flat. Kareem Hunt gets hit by Riley Moss right away, and but still powers himself up for. They're calling it 3rd and 4, but I guess he got pushed out of bounds. It looked like he went forward for a gain of 2, but they're going to say, I don't get that. He got 2 yards, but they're saying 3rd and 4. I don't get that at all. But all right, it's going to be 3rd and 4 here at the Denver 11. Empty set here. Patrick Mahomes will pitch and catch to Travis Kelce, ankle tackled, but not after he got the first down. 1st and goal here for the Kansas City Chiefs at the 5-yard line. Taylor Swift's boyfriend on 3rd down is money. And this is just pitch and catch. For some reason or another, they have Travis Kelce unguarded. Oh, God. How do you not cover Travis Kelce on 3rd down? But that's what they did. Great job, actually, on the ankle tackles. Kelce could have walked into the end zone. 8 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown for the future Hall of Fame tight end. 1st and goal here at the Denver 6. Kareem Hunt going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle and powers forward for a gain of 2, possibly 1. It depends on where they mark it at. But Kareem Hunt could have lost 2 yards very easily. Broke a tackle and powered forward. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. I believe this is going to be on the 4, but they'll have to wait and see here as we go under 7 minutes in the game here. This has been a nail biter all along here. They're going to mark it at the 5, so 2nd goal at the 5 here. Patrick Mahomes, a little shuffle pass to Kareem Hunt. He's going to be hit at the 3 here. Chiefs keep powering forward, but I believe they're going to mark it 3rd and goal at the 3. Interesting play design is what they did is they had McCole Hardman lined up as a running back and Kareem Hunt as the slot, brought him inside, a little shuffle pass, and it's going to be a 3rd and goal here at about the 3-yard line here. We'll see if Kansas City can get it into the end zone here. As they're going to break the huddle with only 15 seconds on the play clock. Looks like they're going to snap it around the 6-minute mark. 3rd and goal it's going to be at the 2 here. They're going to motion Xavier Worthy to the bottom of the formation here. Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the ball and overthrows Kelce, and Kelce's frustrated. Mahomes is frustrated. Just overthrew him. 4th and goal at the 2. And the worst part is this is a big missed opportunity because Kelce was open. And what happened is Patrick Mahomes just put a little too much. Patrick Mahomes put a little too much on it. I'm going to touch base on something really quick here after this 20-yard field goal attempt by Harrison Butker here. We'll see if the Chiefs can take a lead here, and they do. It's 16-14. The 3 keys to the Denver Broncos are you want to have the balanced offense, and they've been able to do that. Second thing you want to do is you want to keep it close. Number 3 is you want to maximize the mistakes. Kansas City missed on a touchdown right there. Instead of it being a 6 or potential 7, well, if they don't make it, it would have been a 5. But instead of it being 19, 20, or 21, it's 16, 14. So can they at least get a field goal? And that's big. That's big because if Denver wins this game, then that's what you want. So DJ Reader was a big loss for the Bengals. He was such a good player. Such a good player for Cincinnati, and it really has affected their defense. I agree. That's what Chiefs did. I reached out to Denver Gator. I haven't heard from him, but I expect him. I expect him to. I'm hoping he'll be in tomorrow. I gotta reach out to him. Browns can't get a Rodson. So what they might do is release him and just eat it, or if there's any trade value for him, possibly trade him and go with Winston, and then DTR is option number 2. That's not out of the realm of possibility, and they may have to do that. Jags 7, Vikings 6. We'll touch base on that. I think so. There's been a lot of talk about Shadir Sanders and the Raiders, and it makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels. It really does. Are the Raiders going to be in a position to go ahead and draft him? And they may have to get the number 1, and they may have to give up a lot to get him. So, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Very interesting to see what happens. But I could see that. I said this before. It wouldn't surprise me if it wouldn't surprise me at all if the Giants keep falling apart the way he goes. The Giants make a move. They've done this before in the past, and I think Sanders going to the New York Giants makes a lot of sense too. If Daniel Jones was playing tight end, you're not the only person to say that. And I'm not sure what happened. This kick went out of bounds. This is going to be at the 40. I don't know what happened here. There's a flag. This kick, I apologize. The TV just went away, and I saw the kick just wobble out of bounds at the 20. There's a chance this is going to be at the 40. Which means Denver just has to get a few. This is at the 40. 5:57 left in the game. Denver only has to get get a few first downs. They're in field goal range, and they can take the lead. Big mistake, back-to-back mistakes for the Kansas City Chiefs. But we'll see if the Chiefs defense can help them out again. 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos. They line up old school offset eye. Nick's under center here, and it's going to be estimating that he's going to be tackled after a gain of 2. Now, keep in mind, there's no way as a tight end he would have got a 4-year, $160 million deal. So, but longer career possibly. 2nd and 8 here for the Denver Broncos. So, oh my God, Denver Gator! Denver Gator. 2nd and 8 for the Denver Broncos here. Denver Gator, I'm so glad to see you, man. Chiefs are going to go ahead and bring a blitz here. They're going to get Mims in the open field here, and he's going to get a nice gain. I'm not sure where he goes out of bounds. I think he's just short of the first down. So, 7 sacks. Caleb keeps smiling. They haven't scored a touchdown. It looks like New England's just taking a 16-3 lead. So we'll find out. Find out what's happened. Denver Gator, everybody loves you, man. I personally am very glad to see you here. 3rd and 1 here for the Denver Broncos here. Very key 3rd down is that they're on the 48-yard line, almost in field goal range here. They're going to fake the play here, and it's going to be a nice catch by Cortland Sutton, only for a gain of 2, but it's more than enough for the Denver Broncos 1st down. So now the clock becomes a big factor in this game with back-to-back Kansas City mistakes. First to overthrow on the touchdown, and then potential touchdown, which ended up being a field goal. Then the kick, which I have no idea what happened, putting the Broncos in excellent range to possibly take a field goal. Estemine's going to squirt forward for a gain of 3. Nice job by Estemine today as we go under 4 minutes here. And this is really key because Denver, what they want to do is put themselves in a position to go ahead. And they're going to exercise tempo here to try to throw Kansas City off. Bo Nix shotgun formation, and they're going to fake the run, but they get it to Sutton for a nice gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd and short. Some reason, even though okay, Sutton went backwards. The rule is if you go backwards and you're out of bounds, the clock keeps going. That's what Sutton did. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not. I think he did. A very veteran move. 3rd and 1 here for the Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs 40-yard line here. And they're just going to run Estamine. He's going to power forward for a nice gain of 7. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Denver Broncos. It's the Denver Broncos are going to go ahead and try to take the clock down as much as possible here. And great job by the Broncos offensive line here. Great job by the Broncos offensive line here. As we could have a big upset here at Arrowhead as we go down under. They're going to snap the ball about 2:30 left here. Bo Nix, for some reason, snaps it early, maybe to catch the Chiefs off guard. And Jordan Humphrey is going to be tackled after a gain of 3. The Chiefs are trying to push him out of bounds, but the big 225-pound receiver is not going to be pushed down. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs are content to let the clock keep ticking right here. They only have 2 timeouts. So I think what the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do is they want to keep their timeouts. They're going to let the clock go down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, man. All right. Pittsburgh, Washington in a fun one. It's a 27-21. Washington still has the lead. Hopefully Pittsburgh can turn that around. San Francisco is retaking the lead, which looks like a fun one. San Francisco 20, Tampa Bay 17. Minnesota has taken the lead for the first time today. It's 12-7 against Jacksonville. Saints and Falcons, an interesting one. 20-17. Saints have a 3-point lead. Chicago is down 16-3. Of course, in our game, 16-14. That 2-minute warning. Buffalo's taking a 23-13 lead in the 4th. So that's where we're at right now. We're on a commercial break, and I want to go over this again. The 3 keys to the game: the Denver Broncos have to have a balanced offense. They have to run the ball. They don't have to run the ball for 150 or 200 yards, but they have to do enough to make sure that the game does not fall up completely upon Bo Nix. Second thing you need to do is you had to keep the game close. Exactly what Denver did. Third thing you want to do is you want to maximize the mistakes. And usually when I mean mistakes, I mean turnovers. But what the Chiefs did is the last 2 plays, the overthrow of Travis Kelce, the squib kick that whatever reason I didn't see it. I have no idea that they went back from commercial break not near enough. So the Denver Broncos got the ball in the 40. They were able to make a couple first downs. They're in field goal range right now. So Denver has a great opportunity here. Denver has a great opportunity right here because what they want to do is they want to eat up as much clock as they possibly can. Then after they use up as much clock as they possibly can, then they want to go ahead and kick a field goal. And that's what the plan is. I mean, they're in field goal range technically right now. It's a 31-yard line. It would be a long field goal, and it is windy today. But they are more than capable of kicking a field goal here. It's going to be 2nd and 7 here for the Denver Broncos. The Chiefs are stacking the line of scrimmage here. It's going to be a handoff to Estamine here. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage here. It's going to be 3rd down. I expect Kansas City to take a timeout here. And it'll be 3rd and 6 here. Very key 3rd down. Saints get Daniel Jones, use him in the Taysom Hill's role. Well, that's not going to happen. And I understand what you're saying. You have a big, strong kid, a lot of athleticism, hasn't panned out as a quarterback. But I think what you're going to see is the Giants. I think the Giants are going to go under an organizational change. If there's not a market for Daniel Jones to be traded, I think then he would stay as a starting quarterback, and Shadir Sanders, Cam Ward, or whoever else they draft. Daniel Jones will be used in that bridge role for a time being. But what's going to happen with Daniel Jones in New York's going to be an interesting situation here. Third down here, the biggest play of the game, 3rd and 6 here, one timeout for the Chiefs. So if Denver converts, this could be ball game, even though they're still down by 2. Bo Nix back to pass here. He's going to scramble around. He's going to throw it. It's going to be a first down for Denver. This could end the game for the Kansas City Chiefs because the Chiefs only have one timeout remaining, and that was against Trent McDuffie. Trent McDuffie's had a tough day against Cortland Sutton. They've isolated him one-on-one. And Cortland Sutton, great route, great throw by Bo Nix. What the Chiefs did is they brought pressure. Bo Nix had to scramble. Beautiful throw on the run. Cortland Sutton, great game, by the way. And great reception against Trent McDuffie. And so this here's the deal. The Kansas City Chiefs do not have any timeouts remaining. There's only 1:46. If I'm the Denver Broncos, I just simply take a few knees. Don't even risk it. Don't take any chances. Take a few knees. And thanks to the Chiefs not converting on a touchdown, the Denver Broncos have done everything that they needed to do to go ahead and win this game. And I'm out $50. But I've seen a lot of weird things happen. So even though it's not over yet, I think the Denver Broncos just won this game. Give a lot of credit to the Denver Broncos. I remember his dad, James Thrash. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Denver Broncos here as they're going to go ahead and just run the ball right up the middle. And they're going to try for a very short field goal and take some money out of my pocket. So, I was expecting a loss sometime this year, but I really didn't want it to go beat against the Denver Broncos. Really didn't want it to be against the Denver Broncos. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is they're showing clips of Kelsey and Mahomes on the sidelines. You could just they know that they hit that touchdown. It's something completely different. And on 3rd down here, what you're going to see is Denver either run the ball or just take a knee. And they have the number 1 pass defense. The run defense is also solid. If their offense was anywhere decent, then the Titans could be a really good team. So 3rd and 7 here, and the Denver Broncos are going to take their second timeout. 20 seconds left in the game, and what they're going to do is, because the Chiefs don't have a way to stop the clock, is that they're going to maybe just take a knee, squat down, and call a timeout with about 2 seconds left. Denver Gator, I'm really happy to see you, but I'm just absolutely devastated by this game. Out $50. And give Denver Broncos a ton of credit. I mean, they did everything they needed to do. The 3 keys to the game where you had to maximize errors, keep the game close, and you wanted to have a balanced offense. And that's exactly what they did. And Bo Nix has played nothing short of fantastic. Give him a ton of credit. And they are going to take a knee here. Bo Nix is going to scramble towards the middle of the field. Denver's going to call a timeout with about probably 3 seconds left, and Denver's going to Yeah, 2 seconds left, and maybe Chiefs get blocked, but we'll find out. Yeah, if the Chargers and Denver can have another good draft, they can compete next season for the AFC West. Denver, I think, is really close, and the Chargers, I think, are a year away. I think the Chargers just did such a massive transformation and more of a finesse passing team, trying to be a more smash mouth team. They have a good opportunity, and with Denver, I mean, beating Kansas City and Arrowhead, real good opportunity here. 1 second left, 35-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's blocked! Oh my God! It's blocked! It's blocked! Jason! 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 Chase win! The kick is blocked! The Chiefs win! Chiefs win! Chiefs win! Chiefs! 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 Oh my God! Chiefs win! Oh my God! Chiefs blocked it. I believe it's Mike Purnell. And the local kid blocks the kick. I don't believe it. Chiefs stay undefeated in the most improbable way possible. The kick is blocked. I can't tell who did it. The replay doesn't tell who did it. I don't believe it. I still can't tell who blocked it. I'm blowing it up. I'm trying to look. I can't see who did it. The Chiefs win the game in the most improbable way. A blocked field goal. The Denver Broncos did everything absolutely perfect to win this game, and a blocked field goal is how they win it. I still can't tell who blocked it. The Chiefs are ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I fully expect them to take a loss. If you're up, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to my brother, Denver Gator, because you did everything you needed to do to win this game. And man, so the Raiders are a mess. He's played absolutely phenomenal. Wait. Barry, I've always been a fan of making rookies wait, but this is a prime example. Of course, Peyton Manning started right away. Bo Nix starting right away. You can make a case, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, but there's a lot of reasons why you want to start a quarterback right away. I've always been a fan of man. Denver Gator, I do not want to gloat. You're my brother. You're my boy. I'm also very proud to say that you're my friend. And but you have a bright future as a Broncos fan. So don't I do, trust me. I know this sucks, but I know this sucks, but but Cortland Sutton just did a phenomenal job against Trent McDuffie one-on-one. Estimine's an excellent rookie running back. the defense is for real. So that's where we're at. All right, listen, bonus coverage. Washington, Pittsburgh. If you want to hang out, I can barely talk. Pittsburgh fumbled. Jalen Warren fumbled on the 2-yard line, giving Washington the ball. Washington's up 27-21, 6:21 left in the game. There's been a flag, and I'm going to find out what the flag is. And, okay, the ball's back at the Washington 2-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Patrick Queen is favoring his right. I believe it's his right shoulder, or something seems to be wrong, but he's staying on the field. 2nd and 8 for Jaden Daniels here. He's in an empty set. He's going to go back about 6 yards and overthrow Luke McCaffrey. That the interesting play design, risky because 2nd and 8, about 1 yard away from going out of the back of the end zone. So. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you put Young on the Panthers. Yeah. There's, I guess it could. Maybe I'm wrong. It should be like, different situation. But Keaton from Keaton Talk Sports, man, God, it is good to see you, brother. Both teams are winning today. Let's go. You predicted the Patriots. I was a little more skeptical, but yeah. Jaden Daniels he got rid of the ball, took a vicious hit in the back of the end zone from Alonzo Highsmith. So on 4th and 8 here, the Commanders are forced to punt deep in their own end zone. 5:59 left in the 4th quarter. Pittsburgh is up or down by 6. Correction, that was TJ Watt put a vicious hit on Jaden Daniels. And Daniels, young man, you've got to quit taking hits like this. As much as I love watching you play, you're not going to last if you keep taking shots like that, plus of all the running that he's doing. So on 4th and 8 here, the Commanders are going to go ahead and punt. Beautiful punt as Calvin Austin goes all the way back to the 38. He moves up to the center of the field here. He's a nice punt return here. Gets turned around, gets out to the Washington Commanders' 46-yard line. So the Steelers are going to take the ball over in Commanders' territory here. We'll wait and see what happens when play resumes. 5:46 is left in the game. Washington's up 27-21. So we'll get a little bonus coverage. But if I was the Saints, I'd give Spencer Rattler another chance on team. I think they will, man. I really do. I think we'll see Rattler start another game this year. And depends on who takes over as the head coach. And keep in mind, the Saints draft a quarterback and throw that out. But I think the Saints, but if I was the Saints, I would roll with Derek Carr and Spencer Rattler and try to build that team up. They need some help on that defensive line. Najee Harris is going to power forward for a gain of 8 here, but there is a flag on the play. I'm not sure where the flag is, but just from the general play design, this is usually an indicator of holding here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's going to be a legal formation against the Steelers. They're going to be backed up 5. Caleb's been sacked 8 times, and that's 9. That's probably great defense. Probably some offensive line issues. A lot of it is Caleb Williams not being ready. I know people, you can call me a Caleb Williams hater if you want, and that's fine. But if he's not ready, he's not ready in 9 sacks, yeah. Keaton is, yeah, I am too. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Patriots. Here's the thing. There's a lot of it's a lot of Let me get back to the game here. 2nd and 16 here after that play here. Russell Wilson back to pass empty set here. He's going to pump fake. He's going to try to make some things happen. And then he's going to throw the ball. It's a nice 13-yard completion to Calvin Austin as he's running around. Funk, he said the hero ball thing. Yeah, he should have honestly. Well, actually, tell you the truth, Freiermuth should have went in the opposite direction, and they should have took a shorter gain. But it worked out here. It's going to be 3rd and 3 at the Washington 39 here. So we'll find out what happens here. I'm not a fan. The fall off of Nate Davis was unexpected. Oh man, God, yeah. Here's the thing. If New England's offense was good, this is a wild card team, but the offense has just been so terrible. But they have had a little bit of a boost. They have had a little bit of a boost from Drake May, which is a good thing. I think it's a good thing. So we go under 4 minutes into Pittsburgh, Washington. Steelers have the ball on the Washington 40-yard line. Russell Wilson back to pass here. He's going to dump it off here. I believe it's Freiermuth for a gain of 5 and a Steelers first down. As both teams have all 3 timeouts. We're in for a wild finish here. Is Washington and Pittsburgh in for a wild finish? By the way, it's a final now. Final of Saints in Atlanta, final for New England and Chicago, and then Minnesota, Jacksonville looks like it's ending here soon. Minnesota looks like they're going to avoid the upset. 1st and 10 for the Steelers on the Washington 34. Najee Harris just right up the middle. He's got a gain of, I think, 1 or 2. Buffalo's getting ready to wrap up their final as they are up 30-13 with under a minute. San Francisco, 23-20 victory of a last-second field goal. Congratulations to the Niners. Unfortunately for Tampa Bay, season started off really good. All those injuries, it's a damn shame. I really just relegated it to a loss, and 2nd and 9. I'm bouncing all over the place here. I'm still giddy. Got no voice, but 3rd and 9 here for the Steelers. 2:27 left in the game. I would imagine even with the 3 timeouts, this might be a 4 down territory. What a wild bunch of games. Derek, thank you for coming back to the stream. Feel free to rewatch that. I actually think I'll put that into a short after this here. But yeah. I mean, this looked like it could have been. So at 2:27 left, they're going to take a timeout, and because you use the timeout now, my thought process is that the Steelers are in 4 down territory. Give you an extra. That's awesome, Derek. That is awesome. And give a lot of credit. Oh, God, the Denver Broncos just been playing phenomenal. Denver Broncos have just been playing phenomenal. So 3rd and 9 here, the Steelers went ahead and took a timeout, which leads me to believe that since they're on the Washington 31-yard line, that they're going to call this 4 down territory. If you didn't take a timeout, you could kick a field goal, try to have your defense hold, and then maybe try to get the ball back. But since you went ahead and called the timeout, looks like you're in 4 down territory. Russell Wilson read the blitz and on to touchdown. Oh, God, I have no voice. Steelers touchdown. Washington brought the blitz. Newly acquired Mike Williams. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Mike Williams traded from the Jets, ends up in Pittsburgh. Wilson just throws one up for grabs. And newly acquired Mike Williams just goes up and grabs the ball here. So just ran right by Christie. A nice over-the-shoulder catch. Very nice over-the-shoulder catch. When you catch these over-the-shoulder catches, it's a little harder than it looks. Look, if you're an NFL player, you got to make that. I get it, but it's a little harder than it looks. Excellent catch. Pittsburgh with the extra point takes a 28-27 lead, 2:22 left in the fourth quarter. We got bonus coverage, Steelers, Commanders. I have no voice. That's okay. BetUS is, I'm going to refresh this here because I want some money. That's already hit my account. So if the Steelers win, I'll have over 500 in my BetUS account. The active bet I have right now is I took Pittsburgh. I took Pittsburgh plus 3. But right now, thanks to some in-game betting and some very fortunate events, I have made a few bucks. So glad my Saints finally broke the losing streak and beating the Falcons. Yeah, that's a huge win. And Atlanta doesn't really, I mean, they lose, but with Tampa Bay losing, they swept Tampa Bay. They got a nice lead. They're not really in bad shape. I mean, you'd have to have an epic collapse. By the way, I mean, how much fun would that be if the Saints came back and won this division? But I mean, you got a 3-game lead. If you're Atlanta, so you're not in bad shape. Big win. I think a big win for the Saints. So wish you'd show some emotion. Oh, I love this woman. She is the best. Can Daniels get another comeback win? We'll find out. 2:16 left, all 3 timeouts. I'd love it if they kick a field goal because I got Pittsburgh plus 3, even though I thought the money line. But we'll find out. Panthers win today. I watched the last couple of minutes. Great job by the Panthers. Nice in them winning 2 straight. Of course, New York losing 6. We'll find out here. Jaden Daniels threw the ball into the dirt here. They had trips to the top, and then oh no, Alonzo Highsmith is on the ground. He can barely move. They're gonna stop the game here as Alonzo Highsmith. He's grabbing his left knee here, and they're gonna show on the replay. I don't think anything really happened, but okay. So what happened is he stepped on Jaden Daniels' foot, and his ankle basically bent almost in half, kind of like that. Oh God, that looks awful. Basically his ankle went like this at a right angle. They're not getting a cart, but he's not oh God, that looks bad. It would not surprise me at all. He won't come back today. Looks like a possible broken ankle because it literally went at a 90-degree angle, and he's putting no pressure on it. If that's broken, he's out for the year. Possibility of a sprain. It might just be a week or 2, but he's anyway. 2nd and 10 here for the Washington Commanders. 2:12 left in the game. They're on their own 35. They're going to need to get about 25 yards to even consider a field goal here. Noah Brown here, nice reception here as he gets a 15-yard gain and a Washington first down as they go to the 2-minute warning. So we'll stay tuned here. Chargers running over the Titans. That doesn't surprise me at all. I've said this many times, and I know I get a lot of people think I'm nuts, but if J.K. Dobbins stays healthy every single game, it wouldn't surprise me if he leads the NFL in rushing. A lot of people are like, Dan, if you're Derrick Henry, I was like, yeah, I know. But I know Derrick Henry against the Bengals had 60-some yards. I think Derrick Henry's production will start going down. J.K. Dobbins has like unlimited potential, and they're running the ball. I mean, don't be surprised. J.K. Dobbins will hit 1,000 probably in the next couple of weeks, and you never know. But yeah, Washington kicks the field goal. I took Pittsburgh +3, another win for me. I'm already, even if I lose this bet, I'm at 486, so that's positive here. Thank you so much for tuning in for bonus coverage. I really appreciate it. I have no voice in case you missed it. The Kansas City Chiefs at the final play of the game blocked a 35-yard potential game-winning field goal by the Denver Broncos. I had no reaction to it. I was just numb and very stoic. Very calm, did not react at all to that. So, but yeah, why not have a little bonus coverage? We'll watch a little Steelers Commanders. That's a game that's on in this area. I do have the NFL Sunday ticket as well, so I have access to other games that are going on. But because my voice is out, and I'll just stay tuned to the end of this one, then I'll end the show. But any questions, I will answer, and we can kind of go from there. If I'm the Titans, I would absolutely clean house, and And the first thing you want to do is figure out if what value you have in Levis. I mean, is he a guy that you want to go forward with, or is there a chance that there's a team that may be interested in trading for him? Because if you can get some trade value out of Levis, that would be ideal. If you can go ahead and get your quarterback. Now, here's the thing: after you get your quarterback, you're set defensively. So you're set defensively. You need some playmakers on offense. They invested in some free agent offensive linemen, but I don't think that's enough. I think they still got to do more. So I mean, I'm looking at Tennessee. I just think, to be honest with you, if you had a different coach in Tennessee, that team can win. I think they made a big mistake in hiring an unproven guy that is trying to run a scheme that's not really set up for what they have personnel wise. So what you have to do is you have to bring in a head coach, and then you have to bring in players that fit that scheme. I think what they did, if I'm the Titans, I'd get rid of the general manager and head coach, and I would just start over fresh. You may want to consider, you'll hear a lot of this. Wes Chandler, the Vikings offensive coordinator, might be an interesting guy. Wes Chandler, the Vikings offensive coordinator, may be an interesting guy. Of course, Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, would be another guy. If I'm Tennessee, you can go an offensive-minded guy again. If you want to go with a defensive-minded coach, who do you want to go with? I mean, Belichick's probably not going there. By the way, I would love to have Belichick in Tennessee. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So it's a 4th and 9 here, Washington and Pittsburgh. Jaden Daniels empty set here, back to pass here, and it crossed the middle of the field, and he got it. Wait a minute. So here's the deal. It looked like a first down. The officials are marking it about 6 inches short. If that's the case, it's going to be Pittsburgh ball. However, Washington has all 3 timeouts remaining, so this game is not over, even though Pittsburgh's going to take over. Now, you can't challenge the spot, but Zach Ertz caught the ball, and okay. So here's the deal. Zach Ertz is down at the 40. Okay, so this is interesting because the first down marker is the 41. They're marking Ertz down at the 42, so they're going to go to replay because it looks like Ertz has the first down. The Titans. So on the Titans, I would clean house. That's what I would do. But here's the deal. Let's say you go with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick would love the defense. He's got all the tools on the defensive side of the ball, but you have the same problems on offense. Okay? But it doesn't matter who you want to go with. You have good pieces on defense. You have some pieces on offense. You don't have the quarterback. So first thing you have to do is you have to figure out, do you want to build this team around Levis, or do you want to build this team around Levis, or do you want to go ahead and draft either Cam Ward or Shadir Sanders? I'm telling you right now, Shadir Sanders is not going to Tennessee. Cam Ward, I think, would be a nice fit. Similar skill set to Levis. I like him a little more than Levis, at least what I've seen so far. But yeah, the answer to your question, Perry, is absolutely. I think you clean house. And here's the deal: if you're Tennessee, you're probably not that far away. You're probably not that far away from, Yeah, I hate the everything about Tennessee just seemed completely mismatched. And the 4th overall pick, you may be able to get Cam Ward with the 4th pick. But if I'm Tennessee, you may want to trade up because, you got the Raiders. They're looking for a quarterback. Tennessee, of course, wants a quarterback. Carolina, after today, I think should and probably will stick with Bryce Young. Cleveland, who knows what they're going to do? I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. Sam Darnold, if he hits free agency, he'll be an interesting option. If I'm a team, I might want to go with Darnold instead of one of these rookies. So after instant replay was able to confirm that it is Steelers' ball. Steelers are up 28-27. It's 1:18 left in the game. And Russell Wilson and the Steelers offense are going to take over. However, Washington does have all 3 timeouts. So Najee Harris is going to take the handoff. He's going to power forward for a gain of about 3. And Washington will take a timeout with 1:12 left. Now, if I had Justin Fields as my quarterback, I would do a play action pass with a run option. Russell Wilson, a couple years ago, that would have been a good option. I don't think he has that running ability at this point in his career, but you may want to do a fake bootleg and with a run option. You may also want to do a bootleg and throw the ball. A first down ends this game. 2nd and 7 here from the Steelers at their own 45-yard line. 1:12 left in the game. Pittsburgh's up by 1. We'll see what happens here. They're going to do a pitch to Najee Harris. Najee Harris tackled 2 yards. Vicious hit behind the line of scrimmage. I can't see who it was that hit him. It was Butler coming up from the safety position, just walloped Najee Harris. And this is why you want to do a bootleg, because what you want to do in a situation like what I think you should have done is you should have done a bootleg. A first down ends this game. So he's a free agent. His contract's up at the end of the year. He doesn't have to be traded. The question is, does Minnesota have the ability to re-sign him? Do they want to re-sign him? Nobody knows. But no, I mean, there's no trade. He's not under contract. He is a free agent after the season's over. 3rd and 8 here for the Steelers here. They're going to run the ball here. Cordero Patterson's going to run the ball at the 50. He's going to run forward. Nice game by Cordero Patterson on 3rd down, but he's going to be short of the 1st down by a couple yards here. And this is interesting because if Pittsburgh want to roll the dice on a 4th and 1 and go for the win, or do they want to punt and leave their defense on the field? Very interesting situation here for the Pittsburgh Steelers here as on 3rd and 8. Cordell Patterson might be able to do is an interesting option here. 4th and 1 here. Washington called their final timeout. 1:02 left in the game. More than enough time for Washington, even with no timeouts, to go down the field. I think Pittsburgh's going for it on 4th down here. Let me ask you this here. Is there another team that's going to give Sam Darnold more money to start? You can't pay a backup more than you're going to pay a starter, even though McCarthy's under that rookie deal. Maybe if I'm Darnold, I want to move somewhere and be a starter. You know, you talked about talked about the Bengals backup quarterback. Can't believe I can't. Jake Browning, if he was on the Raiders or Browns, but Sam Darnold on the Raiders makes a lot of sense. 4th and 1, Pittsburgh's going for the win here. If Pittsburgh converts on this 4th down, Washington jumped off sides. This game is going to be over. Washington jumps off sides, and and Pittsburgh is getting the win. Pittsburgh, I can't tell who the defensive tackle is. It could have been the rookie who's been playing phenomenal, and I believe it's Jazar Newton, the rookie, and this game is over. Pittsburgh gets the win. All right, listen, guys, I can barely talk. I'm going to end the live stream. I will be back tomorrow. Fantasy Football Monday will happen. I'm going to go over all things fantasy football related, any and all questions. Jazar Newton. Yeah, he's going to be a really good player. But Jeff, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today. All right, guys, have a great night. Enjoy your games. I'll see you all back tomorrow.